Good afternoon and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school baseball. Today in this IVC matchup, the Garaway Pirates host the Strasburg Tigers. Today's game is presented by Keim Home Center, the Tuscarora Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Opening day on the Hill in Sugarcreek. Big Z Sports is back for high school baseball action on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as you're locked into the Wood Electric pregame show. The Garaway Pirates playing host to the Strasburg Tigers. First game for both these squads. Nick McWilliams, Adam Soweski, and the Claxon Communications crew bringing you this one. And Adam, minus a little bit of wind, no surprise here in Sugarcreek, and at least rain in the area. It is a fantastic day to start off baseball.
Yeah, sun is shining. You know, obviously you have the wind. This is more of a breeze, though. Obviously there's stuff that we can usually we're usually worried about our tents blowing away, even if they even if they are strapped down, they tend to still want to blow away up here. But no, the weather conditions are great as of yet. And there's some talk of some showers, but, us as, our...
We ain't saying that word right now.
Our side gigs of meteorology, it doesn't look too bad. The skies look pretty good, and even if it does, it's just going to be that light rain. Nothing that's going to damper the game at all.
No, like I said, we looked.
Yeah.
It blew north. It's
yes.
fine.
Yeah.
It's not going to be here.
We've already made that call.
We have said that. There's no guarantee of that, though. Fans are filing in now. Going to be a great showdown between two squads that, kind of realistically, you could almost look at in a lot of ways are in the same boat. A lot of players that they are going to be replacing from last year. They both bring in a decent amount of varsity experience. Now, these might have been players that didn't get necessarily every day as a start, but still had enough to either earn a letter or at least have some really good varsity experience. But there's going to be question marks for both sides. Yeah, absolutely. Both young teams. Obviously, the Strasburg Tigers had a lot of success last year. We were talking just a few minutes ago about how they were in the district championship game that was played right here at this field against the Highland Hawks. And a lot of these guys out here that are going to be starting today for the Tigers, they were a part of that game. And, they remember that feeling. They don't want to have that feeling again. And then as for the Pirates, they had a big senior class last year. There's going to be a lot of holes that need to be filled by guys that just haven't had varsity experience. So you're right. There's going to be question marks, and what better way to answer those questions than to find out in the first day, opening day of the 2025 season? Well, that's what everybody's been looking forward to, and I think everybody's had a lot of anticipation all this week to lead up to this showdown. It's Strasburg and Garaway live here from Sugarcreek. Stay tuned. We've got more of your Wood Electric pregame show on the way. We're going to shift gears and go over to our coach interviews, and we will be joined by head coach for the Strasburg Tigers, Mike Becker, first. Then you'll be hearing from head coach Justin Elmore of Garaway. You're locked in on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. High school baseball lives right here in Z Country.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarshown name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarshownCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshown.
Wendy's fully refreshed taco salad is the perfect salad for those who hear the word salad and say, I'd rather have a taco. Because this salad isn't just a salad. It's as if a taco and a salad had an on-again, off-again situationship that got him on a reality TV show for tacos and salads that are in love. What I'm trying to say is Wendy's taco salad has tortilla strips, zesty dressing, and a whole lot of chili. For a fresh take on a classic, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Welcome back to your Wood Electric pregame show live from Sugarcreek. The Strasburg Tigers take on the Garaway Pirates as it's opening day out here on the hill. And we will go along the base paths with the coach, brought to you by PAC Drilling. It's head coach Mike Becker for the Strasburg Tigers. Coach, first and foremost, opening day, it doesn't get much better than this.
No, it's, you work since Thanksgiving, right? And then today we finally get to put on the orange and black and come out here and play somebody else. And great setting here at Garaway too, and great opponent. So, everything you want for opening day.
Now I got to ask, you guys are going to be presenting this year, at least here on opening day, a very veteran lineup. I mean, you guys have a lot of players back from last year's team.
So we do have some back. I think we returned 3 full-time starters, but we do have about a handful of others that saw some time last year as well. We have 1 senior total, so we do have quite a few younger kids, but with those younger guys, they do return some experience.
Now, with that experience, when it comes to a situation like this, even if they weren't an everyday starter last year, this kind of setting, whenever you have those butterflies in your stomach, how much can that help with just having that experience from before?
Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of these guys that did, like those 3 full-time guys and some of the others that played, we did end our season right here last year in a very competitive game in a district final. So, they've been literally here. And, so I think they're ready to go. They are very excited and ready to play.
Looking across the field at Garaway, they are kind of, I guess you could say, in a similar boat in terms of replacing a whole bunch of guys from last year. Then what do you see out of the Pirates? We know that they're always a tough team in the IVC.
Yeah, so, I mean, Justin does a great job with his program, and, not just Justin, but, athletics here in general are very strong, and, they have really good athletes. They're fast, they're strong, they play hard, they always play the right way. So we know, whoever, whatever names are on the back of their jersey, we're gonna get a good test when we come over here.
And one of the last things I had for you here, obviously we're on the hill, it's going to be a windy day. How much have you guys talked about your defense whenever a ball gets up in the air, being ready for where it's going to go?
I'm just happy it's not like 30 degrees. Normally when we're out here, it's freezing cold. So it's a little warmer, but yeah, it's on top of the hill. It's always windy. The wind in high school baseball, college baseball, it's a huge factor, and we're getting a little weather today, so yeah, we're going to have to make sure we're communicating and all that stuff. So yeah, but we'll take this over what we had before out here.
Without a doubt. Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach, and good luck to the Tigers.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Mike Becker for the Strasburg Tigers, brought to you by PAC Drilling. Stick around. You'll be hearing from Justin Elmore from Garaway on the way on your Wood Electric pregame show right after this.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Located right off 39 east of Sugarcreek, Sugarcreek Cartage Company is a family-owned and operated business since 1953 and are looking for qualified Class A CDL flatbed drivers. They offer competitive pay and great benefits like paid family insurance at no cost to employees. At Sugarcreek Cartage Company, they are big on family comes first, and you are more than just a number. Contact Ashley Rodocker Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 at 330-852-2213. Go Pirates!
Welcome back into the Wood Electric pregame show live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio as Big Z Sports is bringing you high school baseball action. Opening day for the Garaway Pirates as they will host the Strasburg Tigers. We go along the base path with the coach, brought to you by PAC Drilling, and it is head coach Justin Elmore, the Garaway Pirates. Coach, first and foremost, opening day, I know that always makes you guys super excited. How much are the Pirates looking forward to getting out there on the field?
They're extremely excited, as are we as a staff. Like we were just talking, obviously might get a little rain here to start, but to be in the upper 60s and 70s on opening day, it doesn't make it much better than that. You watch major league teams kick off on Thursday, and that got them juiced up. And so, yeah, we're ready to go. We're excited. Just very thankful for the opportunity to get to come out and play today.
Well, and one bright side is here, too, if the rain does ultimately come in here as we get to first pitch or a little bit after it. Nice turf infield you guys have. Shouldn't be any problem, I wouldn't say.
Nope. We'll just probably have to dry some baseballs off. But, yep, we should not have an issue. Obviously, we're very fortunate to have what we have here, and that'll make it good for sure.
Now, looking up and down the board for Garaway, tell me a little bit about how this team has kind of transitioned from last year and the way things are looking this year. You return, some letter winners. You return some guys who got plenty of experience.
Yeah, unfortunately, not very many of them. I mean, we graduated 11 from last year. We had an extremely large and talented senior group who ate up almost all the majority of the innings. We returned 5 lettermen, 3 really that have any kind of true varsity experience. So we're relying heavily on those 3 seniors to kind of guide us because we are young. But this group has worked extremely hard from the first day back in February, and a lot of them we started back in November with open gyms a couple of mornings a week. And yeah, just hopefully that we're on the job training with a lot of these guys, and they know that. But we've had 4 really good scrimmages where we've put ourselves ready to go for today, hopefully.
And how exciting is it for you and for the rest of your coaching staff whenever you do have the new guys who are coming up who are going to have to step up in big ways, and you get to see that growth and all that off-season stuff pay off?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have the 3 seniors starting, and then there's 6 new guys that were not varsity players last year, and so those guys have worked really hard to get the opportunities they got, and hopefully they're able to take advantage of them. But it's early, it's day one. Obviously, we're extremely excited, and we have a huge test with Strasburg today, which is going to be a really good team and a really good test to kind of measure to see where we're at right now.
And I'm happy you mentioned that, Coach, because that's the last thing I've got for you. What do you see out of Strasburg, the Tigers coming in here to Sugarcreek?
A very talented and experienced baseball team. I mean, Mike returns a lot of guys from last year. I watched them fall here in a district final to Highland where they were up going into the bottom of the 5th. I mean, they return a lot of experience. Mike does a great job there. And so they are going to push us. They are going to test us tremendously today for sure.
Thanks for your time, Coach, and of course, good luck to the Pirates.
All right, thanks, and appreciate your guys' coverage.
Head Coach Justin Elmore for the Garaway Pirates, brought to you by PAC Drilling. Stick around. We wrap up your Wood Electric pregame show and get to the afternoon's first pitch right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
Hi, Thad here at TMK Valley Propane, bringing you a Winter Weather Minute. Heavy snow and ice can accumulate near and on your propane equipment. Clear the snow from all regulators, vents, and piping. This ensures that your propane equipment can vent properly. Using a broom rather than a shovel will avoid damaging any parts as you remove the snow. Lastly, keeping your driveway clear helps our drivers ensure timely delivery, especially during inclement weather.
Welcome back to Sugarcreek in your Wood Electric pregame show. It is Garaway and Strasburg. High school baseball is on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Opening day up on the hill. And, of course, if you have not gotten subscribed to our YouTube channel, you're going to want to do that and get those notifications on so you will never miss any of our broadcasts. You always get notified when we go live for great showdowns just like this one. Both head coaches, well, thank you first and foremost to them, and both Justin Elmore and Mike Becker out there on the mound. You're doing your standard meeting prior to the game. I think both these coaches patiently awaiting, a lot of anticipation behind this showdown. You're going to learn a lot about both teams today. It is early, but you're still going to learn a lot.
Absolutely. You don't learn until, because, I mean, yeah, you have scrimmages, but scrimmages are used for, you're just trying to get innings for everybody. You want to get a feel for your entire team. Well, now both coaches have designated that starting 9 or 10, depending on if you use an extra hitter. Now they're going to see what that group together can do for an entirety of a game and see what they can produce and see what the staff is going to be able to look like against another starting 9. So this is where they're going to learn the most, and this is why they're both very excited to see what they got.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some other people who are excited here for this showdown as well, maybe of the four-legged variety.
Yeah, absolutely. we should have brought some treats with us.
Adam's going to make friends as the game goes on.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, they're going to have the national anthem upcoming here in a little bit, and also in a few moments down the road, we will be getting to our starting lineups presented by Wendy's. And both these teams, there's going to be some new names, some new faces that if you've followed either of them last season, going to look a little bit different as we talked about earlier in the pregame. But that's always, and it's something I ask both coaches, that's something that's exciting. You get new guys who are going to step in here and have a chance to step up in a big way, and you know they've been waiting for that for a long time.
Absolutely. I mean, especially when you got some, you're going to have some players that are freshmen, sophomores. These underclassmen, this is going to be their chance to, show these varsity players, hey, I can hang with you guys. I can play. I can hold my own. And this is going to be their opportunity to show that.
Yes, it will. Well, we are going to go ahead and take one final timeout as a part of our Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to have our national anthem on the way, and we're going to get to our starting lineups and your first pitch. It's on the way here from Sugarcreek.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Quickly back into your Wood Electric pregame show. Adam, you and I don't ask enough questions.
No, we
That's
don't.
the problem.
No, we don't.
We're going to do our starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's, and we'll do it a little bit differently. We'll go inning by inning. So we'll start off with the visiting Strasburg Tigers. And Adam, do you have their starting lineup in front of you?
I do. Number 11, Drew Lancaster. He'll be the pitcher for the Tigers. He'll be leading off. Brody Boffman. Number 5, he'll be playing shortstop. Number 7, Caden Dugan. He'll be playing second base. Number 1, Brody Hurst. He'll be playing third base. Number 6, Tanner Tucker. He'll be catching. Number 35, Tressel Miller. He'll be playing first base. Number 10, Lucas Gopp. He'll be playing center field. Number 13, Braden Whitman. He'll be playing right. And number 12, Zayden Barr. He'll be playing left field for the Tigers.
Thank you for that, Adam. And getting the start on the bump today for the Garaway Pirates in their home opener, it is going to be number 11 in A.J. Miller. And, Adam, I got to say, this is a team that last year, the Garaway Pirates, a lot of the success that they had, they had good defense, good offense, but they had a lot of success on the mound. They're going to definitely want that this season too.
Yeah, they have a pretty deep staff. They're going to have a pretty deep staff again this year. They got a couple freshmen I know they're expecting to see, see what they're able to do. Obviously, A.J. Miller, sophomore himself. So high school sports, when it comes to baseball and softball, pitching's where it starts and ends. Until somebody proves me otherwise, the pitching, how your pitching is all season long, most times determines your outcome for the season.
Well, thanks for tuning in with your pregame. It is time for baseball from Sugarcreek as the first pitch on the way from Miller is going to catch the leg there. Drew Lancaster, who jogs on down to first. So a bit of a rough start there for the Pirates. Leadoff hitter is on.
Yeah, you hate to see that first pitch. Obviously, there's some jitters there. A.J. Miller throwing his first pitch of the 2025 season. Kind of got away from him there a little bit, but the Tigers are going to look to capitalize.
Stepping in, Brody Boffman playing shortstop, number 5. Boffman going to try to get things started off here early. Nice lead by Lancaster over at first. Miller gets the call and will go out of the stretch. His first delivery looked like a bender that's going to cut too far inside, ball number 1.
Yeah, definitely 2 pitches in a row that have went to the inside part of the plate. Anxious to see here if the Tigers are going to, if they're going to just play it straight up here, or you think about the bunt early on to try to advance that leadoff runner.
Probably has a lot to do with just how you feel about your lineup overall and what you want to see early on, and that one's laced into left center. It's going all the way to the fence. Boffman, he's on his way to second. Rounding third base is going to be Lancaster. He'll be in standing up as the throw comes in. Not going to be in time, so it's an RBI double off the bat of Boffman. Gets Strasburg up 1-0.
Yeah, Boffman got all over that pitch, and maybe he heard me talk about doing the sacrifice bunt. He goes, no, how about a double? I think I like that a little bit better.
He said, what's sacrifice? We don't need that. And, something that we said, the wind blowing out to center, right center, that ball might have actually just got knocked down a little bit as it was going to left center.
It was a rope. There's no doubt about it.
Caden Dugan's going to stand in now. Second baseman for the Strasburg lineup. Where's number 7? Another righty. Now, if the bright side, if you're A.J. Miller, it's not been a good start for you, shake it off and move on.
Yep, shake it.
And there's a pickoff attempt back to second. Nice snap throw. Tag was there from Blake Herman, the shortstop, but it wasn't in time.
Yeah, quick move there by A.J. Miller, trying to get it out in a different manner. Didn't quite work out, though.
Always got to watch when you spin around, too. The easiest way to get a balk.
Yes.
Miller, ready. Delivers to Dugan. He's going to rip it down the left field line, and that's going to be right into the glove of the left fielder, who goes down to his knees to make that grab for out number 1. Nice job out there in left field by Lofton Numbers, who that one looked like it started dying real quick in front of him, but he was able to recover.
I mean, that was a line drive shot there, but you know that wind's playing with the ball in the air because it's howling right now, as it always is up here on the hill.
Next, we go to the 4 spot, Brody Hurst, third baseman, number 1. Brody Hurst, if you watch some of our Strasburg football broadcasts, probably sounds familiar, and he'll foul the first one away down the right side. And that one's going all the way down the hill.
Yep, all the way down the hill.
Somebody's going to have to go find that.
Tell you what, the Tigers, they're not letting balls get by. If it's in the zone, they're swinging.
Well, that aggressive attitude can pay dividends sometimes, or it can burn you. Miller, next delivery, is going to run just a bit high. Ball number 1. Yeah, that aggressive attitude, sometimes you want to have that in game number 1, and that's probably going to be your MO the entire season. Attack it when you see it.
It's a great way to build confidence at the plate.
Miller looks back the runner a couple times. His 1-1 delivery swung on and missed as Hurst was way out in front of it.
Yeah, Miller came back a little off speed there. Definitely got his timing messed up.
Hurst digs in again. Miller ready. On the 1-2. Swung on, line drive, left center. Trailing back, center fielder goes up and can't make the grab. Rounding third's going to be Boffman, as Hurst is going to cruise into second with a double, and the Tigers lead 2-0.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he jumped all over that pitch. Brody Hurst, that one looked like it was going to carry. Brody Hartzler out in center field. He tracked it back, and he realized he wasn't going to catch up to it, so then he played just tried to play it off the fence.
That was something I actually asked Coach Mike Becker for Strasburg. I said, when you guys are coming out here for your first matchup, did you talk with your defense about anything that's up in the air, getting ready and being on your toes because of the way the wind comes out here? It looks like it might have came to affect Garaway first.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, the outfield's playing deep. Now, granted, that double by Hurst, it was just over the outfielder's head, and the double earlier in the inning by Boffman, it was just in the gap. So these Tigers, they're up there to hit, and they're hitting.
Catcher Tanner Tucker will dig in now. 1 gone, top of the first. Strasburg leading 2-0. Miller delivers, swung on, popped up. Infield, Herman looks for it. Second baseman also coming over, and Herman somehow makes the grab over his shoulder for out number 2.
That's one thing that both coaches are going to want to talk to their fielders about. Those infield fly balls, you're going to want to overrun it on a day like today because it's going to carry further than what it looks like it will.
Tressel Miller, the first baseman now for the Tigers, will get his first plate appearance. Of course, today's presentation of high school baseball. Slip there. Brought to you by the Keim Home Center. Swung on and fouled away by Tucker. Done the too early softball broadcast, Adam. You got me messed up. What? Your furry friends.
Yeah, they got thirsty already.
Well, they've been busy.
And it looks like, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. I think we may have lost our outfield cam. I think it fell down.
Possibly. As Tucker will see strike number 2. You were right.
Yeah.
Miller ready for the 0-2 upcoming. His delivery, curveball over the head of Tucker as he has to duck under it. Or, pardon me, Miller, rather. Wrong batter. So Miller will stand back in with the 1-2 count. His next delivery. Swung on and missed out of the glove of the catcher there.
Yeah, I was going to say, that wasn't a foul ball. That popped out of his glove.
Delivered on to first for out number 3. Strasburg strikes for 2. Big Z Sports returns for the bottom of the first inning right after this.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit KeimHome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
Hi, I'm Zach Motes with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugarcreek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
First inning on the way from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. It is opening day in high school baseball here in Z Country, and the Strasburg Tigers jump out early 2-0 thanks to a pair of RBI doubles. And we'll say for our broadcast sake, probably no center field cam from here on out.
No, the wind's getting the best of it. Maybe things will calm down and we can maybe give it another shot in an inning or two. That's the nice thing about baseball. You got some time.
Welcome to Sugarcreek with the wind. So we will do our starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. Adam, you've got the Garaway Pirates.
Yeah, I do. The batting order for the Pirates: number 9, Brady Hartzler; number 11, A.J. Miller; 23, Blake Herman; number 5, Bronson Speedy; number 33, Colson Keller; number 30, Cooper Gintz; number 3, Parker Lom; number 14, Aiden Miller; and number 1, Lofton Numbers.
Bright side for those Garaway Pirates coming in here for the bottom of the first. You know, you find yourselves down 2-0. Not an insurmountable score by any means. No. Things in the early goings maybe didn't quite go the way that you wanted to, but it's a long game for a reason.
It is, absolutely. It's one thing about baseball. It takes some time. There's obviously peaks and valleys in every game. So, the Tigers, they want to do everything they can here to have a 1-2-3 inning. Now the Pirates, they're gonna want to approach things a little differently than that. They're going to want to try to get those 2 runs back on the board.
They certainly will. And something interesting here that I noticed, Adam, I think Strasburg might use your PitchCom technology. See that on the back of the catcher there in Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
So look at that.
Yeah, it does look like they have that.
That would have been nice. Having that.
Yeah, don't have to worry about the any signs, anything worrying about your signs.
Line and delivery fouled away as Brody Hartzler offers on the first one and will foul it off the right side of the screen. On the mound for the Tigers, Drew Lancaster, plucked by the first pitch of this game, eventually came around to score. He's probably shaken off that knot by now. Delivery from Lancaster is going to go outside and low. Ball 1 past the catcher. Hartzler batting leadoff out of the center field slot on defense, is ready. Sees the next delivery from Lancaster, nearly offers at it, tries to hold his hands back. Appeal down to first, no swing for Hartzler, who will be up in the count 2-1. Hartzler's ready again, as is Lancaster. He'll wind and fire. Swung on, fouled away again. We'll do it at 2-2 this time.
We apologize again. As of right now, we do not have a center field cam due to the wind. It cannot stay up. It was there, and then I watched it fall in the top half of the first.
The slow timber. Delivery from Lancaster's right on the inside corner, and Hartzler has sat down looking for out number 1.
Good placement there by Lancaster. Caught looked like the outside corner of the plate and froze him, and good movement on each pitch.
Pitcher versus pitcher battle coming up as A.J. Miller will now stand in. Delivery from Lancaster. There was a bender at the knees. Strike 1.
Lancaster doing a good job right now mixing his pitches.
Locations and pitch selection. That one's fouled away by Miller, who slips behind 0-2 in the count. Probably something that Coach Mike Becker and his coaching staff had to say to Lancaster when they were coming out. Said, look, you got the 2-0 lead. Go right at him.
Yeah, absolutely.
0-2 delivery. And off the turf for ball number 1. Lancaster toes the rubber again. Nods his head in approval, gets ready, winds and fires. Swung on, back up the middle. Actually, it was kind of a number off the end of the bat to short. Delivered on to first, and that's off the glove of the first baseman. Miller looks back to the fence. He's going to advance on to second. And A.J. Miller represents the first base runner for the Pirates.
Yeah, shortstop Bertie Boffman. Yeah, that was, like you said, it was kind of off the end of the bat. That was a very slow rolling ball. He was going to have to really rush it.
Spun sideways is what I was trying to say.
Oh, I gotcha. I didn't know where you were going with that.
That wasn't a wrap it up kind of thing. It was kind of like a cue shot.
Yeah.
Up next, shortstop Blake Herman will stand in. His first plate appearance of the season. Lancaster rocks, fires. Herman watches strike 1 on the outside corner. Something of note, I don't think every single batter who's come up so far, if you follow along with baseball a whole lot of Bruce Bolts being used for batting gloves.
Yes.
I think that's what everybody's got these days, it seems like.
Must be the thing.
And Lancaster will step off after looking back to Miller at second. Miller was hustling down the line. It was going to be a close play at first, regardless of the throw coming off the first baseman's mitt. I went ahead and wrote down single.
Yeah, I would agree on an infield single on that.
Lancaster kicks, fires. Herman holds off on the next one that ran a little bit out of the zone, ball 1.
Yeah, early on, like I said, I'm very impressed with Lancaster, his placement, his changing locations, speeds. Doing a great job managing the game right now.
Lancaster from the stretch. Wins back in Sugarcreek. 1-1. There was a curveball that went too far out of the zone, 2-1.
That's a tough pitch to hold. Tough pitch to hold off of. I mean, it shows in the zone and then it tails away.
Lancaster is set. His next delivery to Herman is going to be on the outside corner at the knees. Now 2-2.
Definitely working the outside parts of the plate, which is smart pitching. You don't want to put anything over the center. That's when you get to watch it fly through the air.
When if you're the batter, the task is on you to go with it off the outside corner. Herman swings and misses as that high heater got past him. Second punch out for Lancaster, out number 2 in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, more of that pitch placement. You know, you balance the count out at 2-2. You're going to take it up in the zone, see if he chases, and he did.
Well, down and out, down and out, down and out, up and mid.
Yes.
All of a sudden ends up being a little bit difficult to catch up to. Bronson Speedy, the right fielder, will now stand in. He'll see the first one. Strike 1 right down Broadway.
Another change there. He's been starting off speed with the last 2 hitters. That time he worked it hard and in. You don't want to pick up those give away those consistencies. That's helps you as a pitcher.
Definitely not this early. Next one is going to be in the dirt. Tucker is going to have to try to wrangle it as it bounces away from him. Miller's going to advance on the pass ball. Always would be curious to ask catchers, infields, more of them are becoming turf, but still plenty of dirt and natural grass surfaces, how much different it is trying to block a pitch like that one right there as Tucker just kind of pulled it up off the plate with just the glove.
Well, it's just like any ground ball, line drive, anything that skips off the turf, it's going to come off faster. So I could only imagine as a catcher, your reaction time has to be that much faster.
Speedy back in. Miller standing over at third. Lancaster's ready. His delivery, there was an off speed, and you saw the twitch from Speedy. Might have got him off balance.
Yep.
Now 2-2.
Pirates really looking to get this runner across the plate that made it to third, trying to get A.J. Miller in.
2-2. Swung on and missed. 3 punch-outs for Lancaster as we move on to the second inning. Tigers up 2-0. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Right Mark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
From the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio on to the second inning, Strasburg leading Garaway 2-0 on opening day from the Hill, live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get subscribed, get those notifications on, check out all the latest news on high school sports in Z Country on all of our social media platforms. Adam Sweski stepped away for a moment. He'll be returning here shortly as we move on to the top of the second inning. Due up for Strasburg, 7-8-9, Lucas Gopp, Braden Whitman and Zayden Barr all on the way for the Tigers, who are going to look to keep their offense rolling after a 2-0 lead thanks to a pair of RBI doubles in that first inning. Really jumped on pitcher A.J. Miller, who will look to recompose himself. Miller doing it on the offensive side, had that single, eventually moved all the way up to third, but then got stranded at the end of the first inning. Gopp will stand in, the first lefty of the ball game, as Miller is ready. Out of the windup, his first delivery, Gopp fouls it away off the end of the bat for strike one. Wind still definitely blowing from Sugarcreek. No surprise if you've been here for any game, whether baseball, softball, or any sporting event for that matter. As the umpire walking the ball out to Miller. Little laugh there had between Blue and the pitcher for the Pirates. Thought maybe potentially worried about some weather rolling in, but we'll have to wait and see. If you just keep looking out over center field, still some nice blue skies, but behind home plate, not quite the same look. There's a line drive back up the middle. Gopp's going to have a single to start off the second inning as Miller dances out of the way. Strasburg with the leadoff base runner again. Due up Braden Whitman, the right fielder for the Tigers. Miller's going to go out of the stretch now with Gopp over at first. Decent lead for him. Miller readies himself. Comes set. First delivery to Whitman. Whitman's going to round a bunt, pops it up down the line, diving grab, and almost into the hands of the catcher there as nearly making a highlight reel grab for the Pirates. It was Cooper Gintz who laid out for it, just couldn't quite hold on to it. Gintz with a little bit of a little smile as he walks back and gets his helmet from the umpire. Miller comes set again. His 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed as Whitman couldn't catch up and get on the inside of that pitch. A little bit of rain has arrived here from Sugarcreek, just blowing in from the back. Miller nods in agreements with Gintz. From the stretch. Swung on and missed. A punch out for Miller. His second strikeout of the ballgame for out number 1. Zayden Barr, the left fielder, will now stand in for his first plate appearance. Both these teams on opening day looking to get things started off on the right foot for a long season ahead. Miller ready, his first delivery. It's a bit too low as it's off the turf, plucked up by Gintz. Barr back in, Miller ready. 0-1 delivery was too high. Barr up 2-0 in the count. Both these pitchers, through just their first few times out on the field, doing a pretty good job at starting off early in the counts ahead. Miller's 2-0. There's going to be a tapper down the left side, but it's going to roll foul. Barr hustling down the line, looking to beat it out. Third baseman charging, but it tailed away towards the Garaway dugout. Of course, today's presentation of high school softball also brought to you by another one of our presenting sponsors in the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, farm, business, or so much more. Check out the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Miller snap throw over to first on the pickoff attempt. Goff is back in safely. Of course, we do apologize. Working on the center field cam, trying to get that back up for you, but a little windy conditions, some equipment problems. Tends to happen every now and again. Miller's 2-1, and that's going to be fouled off by Barr. Goff was running on the pitch. Two upcoming. Goff leads off again from first. Miller from the stretch. Swung on, fouled back again. Of course, also going on simultaneously right now on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, the Strasburg Lady Tigers in high school softball playing host to the Garaway Lady Pirates. You can check that out also on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Miller's 2-2, swung on and fouled away again as Barr stays alive. Good at bat for him. Miller's 2-2, swung on. That's a tapper up the middle. Miller's going to glove it, go to second. Herman grabs it there, on to first, and it's a one-up double play, and that will end the top of the second. Good defense there from the Pirates. They'll be at the plate coming up right after this.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Back to Garaway and the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. 2 up for the Pirates in the home half of the second. 5, 6, 7 coming up to the plate, as it will be Keller, Gintz, and Lahm. Great defense there by the Pirates to end that second inning. Turn and 2. Miller goes on to Herman on to first to retire the Tigers after a pretty successful first inning there. Their bats go mostly silent. Back on the mound, Lancaster for the Tigers. His first time up, 3 punch-outs to start off the ballgame, looking for similar success. Keller to stand in now, the third baseman for the Pirates. Trying to get his season off on the right foot. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Check out, or make sure you click on those notifications to know when we go live. Also follow along with all of our social media accounts. Lancaster readies himself with Keller standing in. First delivery is going to be look like a curveball or some kind of off speed that went a bit too high and inside. Next offering at the knees, Keller sees strike 1. The 1-1. Too high. 2-1 count to Keller. Lancaster's next delivery. Swung on right past Keller, who now sees the count go even at 2-2. Regardless of the wind and the little bit inclement weather going on, pretty good crowd on hand here from Garaway. No surprise on the opening day, getting high school baseball started off in the right way. Lancaster's next delivery, too high. Full count up coming to Keller. Oh, look. Adam Soeski's made his return.
Yeah, camera technician. With some help of...
I saw somebody giving you a helping hand.
Brought some bungee straps of all things.
Keller fouls it away right off the mask of the umpire.
Yeah, bungee straps. I got that thing. I just told Logan, all we have to do is eliminate the bag, and then we'll be good once the rain actually stops. So, not too bad.
I'm proud of you. Normally I'm the one who does the redneck engineering around here.
I was thinking, I need my inner Nick right now. I need my inner Nick.
Yep. Well, if you took your phone with you, only problem is I was going to say I could explain it to you, but we'd be on air, so this would be the most interesting broadcast ever. No, pull it farther left.
Yeah.
Next delivery from Lancaster. Swung on right up the middle, and that's past the shortstop for a base knock. Center fielder's going to come cut it off. Keller with a wide round at first, but he'll scamper back in, and it's a leadoff single for the third baseman for the Pirates.
Nice piece of hitting there by Keller. Went down and got that. That pitch was tailing away from him. He stayed on it and was still able to pull it into the gap there.
Cooper Gintz will now stand in for his first plate appearance. Adam almost missed what could have been a highlight reel grab for Gintz out of the crouch, going down the first base line, diving for it, just popped out of the glove.
I happened to be looking up from center field when that play was happening. So
delivery to Lancaster off the turf, ball number 1.
It's funny how the wind up here, I don't know.
It's so calm, and then it's not.
Yeah, it gets normal, and then it's like, no, this isn't what we're going to do.
Lancaster rocks, fires, misses the zone, and Tucker thought about a snap throw on down to first, but thought better of it. This is going to be the key for the Pirates. You get the leadoff single. Now Gintz working the count. You're going to need to make Lancaster work if you want to chip back into this.
Absolutely. Take advantage of those runners when you get them on early in the inning.
2-0 delivery, popped up right side, way foul, down towards some buildings down here, and as well, I guess homes for that matter,
Yeah,
up here on the hill.
looks like there's a house down there.
I actually never realized there was a house down there.
Hopefully they're Garaway Pirate baseball fans. Otherwise, they're going to have a whole lot of baseballs at the end of the season.
Or some insurance claims on windows, either one. Throw on down to first. Nice throw there by Lancaster, but couldn't quite get the tag in. Keller dives back in safely.
Yeah, good move there by Lancaster.
Gintz ready himself in the box again. Lancaster's delivery swung on and missed. Now 2-2.
Lancaster's still doing a good job moving the pitches around. He has not stayed in one area for more than one pitch at a time.
Keeps the batters guessing. Of course, this is still the first time through the order. Next delivery. Inside corner, strike 3 called as Gintz is sat down looking. Fourth punch out for Lancaster. Parker Lom, the second baseman, gets his first plate appearance of 2025.
Yeah, one thing pitchers want to have is control of the game. And right now, Lancaster, it just shows he feels like he's in complete control of the game and the flow of it.
Now another throw over by Lancaster, not in time. As Keller back in safely.
Got a score update from our other game we're doing today. The Garaway Lady Pirates, they lead Strasburg 1-0. That game is in the bottom of the second inning.
Check that out on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as well. Lancaster's first offering is past the bat of Lom for strike 1.
Rain getting
it's picked up a bit.
A little bit more steady.
See, you lied to everybody, Adam.
I did.
You said it wasn't going to.
If you ask anybody that knows me, though, I may sound like I think I know what's going on, but I don't.
Lom delivers on a bunt, or attempts to get the bunt down, cannot do it, and Keller's going to have a stand-up steal as Tucker did not attempt to throw down, but Lom slips behind 0-2.
I'm switching over to my. Yeah, we're going to get. I'll tell you what, as long as this stays accurate, a little heavy right now, and then it's going to go to nothing.
Lom goes to the shortstop, who's going to deliver on to third, and they're going to try to get Keller. Slides in, and he is tagged out at third base, so they get the lead runner as Keller was advancing. That one was on the ground, but he had to slow down and wait for the ball to get past him. Pretty heads-up play there that time by Hurst. It was. No, Boffman, who's playing short, to get the out at third.
That was a great play by Boffman. Coach Elmore, I think he was going to lose his mind because, I mean, when you start playing Little League Baseball, if you're on second base, if the ball's hit in front of you, you're not going anywhere until that throw's made, and unfortunately that's not what happened there.
So Lom will be safe on at first on the fielder's choice. However, Garaway now loses their runner in scoring position. Aiden Miller, first baseman, now in. Delivery from Lancaster. Outside corner at the knees, strike 1. That's something that Lancaster has done well through this first time through the order as well. Not just moving the locations, but clipping corners, finding the corners of the plate.
Yes. Yep, doing a great job.
The 0-1 swung on, foul tip back into the glove of Tucker for strike 2. 2 gone, bottom of the second inning. Still a Strasburg 2-0 lead over Garaway. Lancaster operating quickly. And will now step off. So much for that.
Didn't like the sequence there. Just wanted to restart it. But you know what, though? As a pitcher, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure everything's the momentum is where you want it.
Just making me a liar as the next one's fouled off by Miller off the cage.
Still a beautiful day other than the little bit of a sprinkle we're dealing with. Temperature's perfect. I mean, normally we have our, winter parkas on. And
well, it's a welcome sign, too, because it's got the spring smell of rain in the air as well.
It does.
Lancaster delivers. Center field, fly ball. Going back is the center fielder, trying to get a beat on it. Still going back towards the fence and making the grab for out number 3. Miller gave it a ride, but it's a long out nonetheless. We move on to the third inning. Tigers leading the Pirates 2-0 here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Third inning on the way on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. 2-0 is the lead for the Tigers, and good defense there, good pitching once again by Lancaster, who through the first full time through the order does not allow a run to come across for the Garaway Pirates. And on top of that, Adam, realistically, 2 hits he did surrender, but he supplemented that with 4 punch-outs.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mentioned it before, Lancaster, as a pitcher, you want to have control of the game, and that's exactly what he has right now. He's moving his pitches well. And he has great control of the flow of the game right now.
Well, doing a good job on the mound. Go ahead and lead off the inning.
That bright thing's coming out of the clouds again.
What is that? I don't think we've seen that in a while. Lancaster's first time up. He was hit by the first pitch he saw, and he's plunked by the second one he sees as Miller takes a big sigh there, not trying to do that.
No, absolutely not. You can see his reaction as soon as the pitch was released. He knew what was happening, and he was very frustrated with himself. Now little laugh between him and Lancaster because...
Well, both of them have been off speed that have hit him. So
yeah.
Brody Boffman will now stand in. He delivered an RBI double his first time up. Miller ready, winds, fires. Boffman is going to try to put it past the second baseman, and he will. Rounding first is second, but he will hold up there, and it is 2 hits for Boffman.
And the Tigers ready to roll again with the top of the order. It's the first 2 batters on, bringing up Caden Dugan.
Right through the 3-4 hole there. Second baseman for the Pirates in Lom was shaded over for a potential steal to cover or to try to turn 2, but Boffman put it just right past him. Dugan, his first time up, he lined out to left. Miller's first offering. There's going to be a line shot to center. Center fielder's racing back towards it and will not be able to make the grab. Both runners are looking to round third. Coming around is going to be Lancaster. He will score. Boffman's on his way to the plate. Throw comes in, is cut off, and it's a 4-0 lead. 2 RBIs for Duggan.
Yeah, Dugan jumped all over that, and Brody Hartzler in center field had a good read on it, but again, he just couldn't catch up to it. Hit the fence, and the right fielder was the one that actually had to get the ball and throw it in, and that was Bronson Speedy.
So Dugan really jumping on that one, and it looks like we're going to have a mound visit here for head coach Justin Elmore. We'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. Big Z Sports will return to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio right after this.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. 4-0 after an 2 RBI double there for the Tigers. Second baseman up. Brody Hurst will now be in. He had an RBI double his last time up. They're giving Dugan a round of applause out there in second base. He seemed to hurt his thumbs on that jam job, but he was still, for getting jammed in, he hit that a long way.
I was going to say, if that, back when I played baseball, if I got jammed and I hit it that far, I'd have some things on my fingers or something because I would do it all the time.
There's going to be a throw on to, or back to second, try to get the runner. Nothing doing.
So you know what that means? If I can go and get the camera fixed while you're doing this, at some point I'll have to go back to the concession stand and get us some hot dogs to enjoy for the game. I can just be the runner today.
I was thinking a different thing. I was going to think Casey Claxon from Claxon Communications was going to say, well, now you're a camera operator. You're no longer a presenter. Brody Hurst stands in, sees strike one. Miller winds, fires. That's going to catch the corner. Strike two. Miller now, second time through the order. Got a little. The 0-2. Right on the inside corner,
good
strike
spot.
three as he sits Hurst down on 3 pitches for out number 1.
Yeah, good spot there by Miller. Way to bounce back. Coach Elmore must have really gave him, the ultimate pep talk to get that strikeout after the mound visit.
I have a feeling how that mound visit went, and it was throw it at him, or well, not at him, but throw it right at the zone, I should say. Tanner Tucker will now stand in. He popped out his first time up. He'll see ball 1, too low. Dugan still standing over at second base.
Must have been a little sign mix-up here as the catcher goes out and talks.
Oh, it happens.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you put down 2. No, it was 4. What do you mean? Kid's having a little conversation with the umpire behind the plate as well. Miller ready again. His next delivery swung on towards Lom at second base. Gloves it cleanly. Delivers on to first for out number 2. Dugan will advance to third, but they're 2 gone.
Yeah, Tucker put the ball in play just as he was asked. Obviously, it's an out, but the Tigers will take it because he was able to advance the runner.
Tressel Miller will stand in. Strikeout for him his first time up. Miller rocks, fires, swung on and missed as he climbed the ladder. Miller offered at it.
Do apologize again. We do have the center field cam back up. It is a little cloudy. There's a bag that I couldn't quite get set right, so that's why it's a little cloudy on the screen.
People
but
tuning in are saying, "Wow, it's a monsoon that they're playing."
We'll get that corrected here momentarily as well.
Yeah, sun popped out here.
Yeah.
Hopefully
it's a 2-part fix is what it is.
we need to get your extra steps in today.
Yeah.
Miller rocks, fires, and that'd be strike 2. Tressel Miller not trying to strand Dugan standing at third, but the Tigers lead 4-0. AJ Miller looking to work his way out of the inning.
Yeah, it gets a little harder when they're only 90 feet away. You want to make sure you get them in.
0-2. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. No fear out of either of these teams. The old school dugouts here from Garaway, everybody up on the fence.
Yes.
The low fence.
Yeah, you got to be awake. You're definitely in the game if you're standing up at these ones.
A.J. Miller's next delivery. Too high, maybe a bit outside. It's ball 1. Yeah, there is no taking it easy or relaxing when you're standing up there.
No.
Next delivery. Swung on, popped up, sky high, straight
I got
back.
it.
And that's going to go over our heads off of the concession stand.
I would have caught it.
Sure. After the effort I saw out of you at Bowerston for foul balls, I don't think you would have caught that one.
No. It's got to be right to me.
1-2. Swung on and missed. A punch out for A.J. Miller, but the Tigers strike for 2. 4-0. On to the bottom of the third. Big Z Sports returns after this.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
County Boxing Academy professional boxer Andre Sugar Dre Donovan is back in action Saturday, April 19th, fighting for the ABO Bantamweight Championship at the Meadows Casino in Washington, Pennsylvania. Tickets are available at Day One Cuts on Monroe Avenue in New Philadelphia or on Sugar Dre's Facebook and Instagram pages. Plus, the T County Boxing Academy is offering their youth classes starting in April. They're open to boys and girls ages 8 to 15. Classes are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, $10 each or $65 for the whole month. 9-1-2 due up for the Garaway Pirates in the third inning, 4-0. As the Strasburg Tigers, the top of their lineup is certainly doing plenty of good work, as well as Lancaster on the mound. Tigers got to be feeling good through the first couple innings here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now obviously the Pirates are going to get their chance here, going 9-1-2. A couple guys are going to get their second crack at Lancaster. But like I said, Lancaster's had complete control of this game. He's managed his pitches very well. He's been hitting his locations and really not putting it much over the plate to hit.
Yeah, not really giving these batters to work with a whole bunch. Lofton Numbers, his first at bat, the left fielder for the Pirates. Saw him make a nice grab in that first inning on a line shot that was heading his way. Just as you said about that, the break thing is coming back. It's going away again, Adam.
It is. We have one little pocket coming our way. Once we survive that, I think we can breathe a little easier.
Once we survive that. Numbers jumps on the first one he sees and laces it down the left field line. He's looking for two. He will hold up there safely with a lead-off double, and that's one way to fire up your team.
Yeah, it looked like Lancaster, he was looking to get ahead in the count like most pitchers do, but that one just kind of stayed over the plate a little too far, and Lofton Numbers took advantage of it.
Back to the top of the order, Hartzler will stand in. He struck out looking his last time up. Lancaster takes a deep breath after he gets set again. There's the delivery, swung on and missed as Hartzler couldn't get his hands to it.
Yeah, I want to keep things moving here. Obviously, you want to try to get Lofton Numbers, get him at least over to third base with this at bat.
Bunt attempt there. Hartzler pulls the bat back and nothing doing. Ball one. Corners playing in for the Tigers. Lancaster winds, fires. Hartzler pops it up, left center, shortstop, reeling back, and it is going to be trouble as it will drop, and no one will get a glove on it. It is a single for Hartzler. Numbers unable to advance, 2 runners on with nobody out.
Yeah, some may wonder why Lofton Numbers wasn't able to advance. Well, unfortunately, that ball was hit just over the shortstop, and it looked like Brody Boffman was going to be able to make a play on the ball, which was enough to hold Lofton Numbers up, and then by the time they realized it dropped, you can't go anywhere because the ball's right in front of him.
Another mound visit here from Sugarcreek, and we'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit KeimHome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
Back on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, A.J. Miller at the plate with a prime opportunity here to chip into this Strasburg lead. 2 runners on, nobody out. Miller rounds to bunt, pulls the bat back, and it is going to be strike one, throw down to second. Nothing doing as Numbers slides back in safely.
Want to give a shout-out to Willendale Golf Cart Sales for jumping on today's broadcast. Weather like this, it'll definitely make you think about golf carts, whether it's recreational or if you're out on the links.
If you're out on the links, you're getting a little wet right now, probably. Or hopefully you're not. And now Lancaster is going to try a pickoff there as he nearly stumbled on the mound, delivered it on to Dugan.
See the
Dugan, I'll get it right at some point.
By about the 7th inning, you should have it nailed down.
Until he comes up to me after the game and says, you didn't get it right once, right?
One nice thing about a pickoff play to second, it's virtually impossible to get called for a balk.
As long as you just spin.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Delivery from Lancaster. There's going to be a nice bunt attempt towards the first baseman who can't quite glove it. Now delivers on to first, and it will be out number one. But Miller does his job on the sacrifice and moves both runners into scoring position.
Yeah, I love to see it. That was a great bunt there by Miller. And I'll tell you what, it's still, anytime you bunt it out far enough that the first baseman has to crash, it's still a very difficult play to make, as you saw. There wasn't much time to waste there.
Blake Herman now in. Strikeout for him, his first time up. But with two runners in scoring position here, your big job that you really want to do is at least get one of those across. Delivery from Lancaster. Herman swings and misses on the bender. Lancaster starting off with a first pitch breaking ball. Lancaster kicks, steals. Herman swings and misses again.
Yes.
Similar looking pitch, low in the zone.
Staying with the off-speed stuff.
The 0-2. A little bit low, probably a bit outside as well.
Bottom of 4 from Strasburg. Garaway still leads 1-0 in the softball game. I was a little
pitcher's duel.
When I was looking at the schedule of these games, I thought for sure that game would be played here, right up here on the hill, but I was wrong.
Herman holds the hands back as that offering up and in. Like I said to Shannon Thomas on Wednesday, that thing looks like a beach ball when it's coming in up that high. 2-2. Swung on. There's going to be off the end of the bat. Hustling down to first is Herman. First baseman can't grab it. Garaway's going to get a run across as Herman hustles it out. And it's a 4-1 ball game.
Like they say, just put the ball in play. You never know what's going to happen. That's exactly what Blake did there. He hit the ball off the end of the bat. Obviously, in most scenarios, that's a routine out, but ball was in play. Probably had that spin we saw earlier today.
Cute shot.
And those aren't the easiest balls to pick up.
Hartzler advances on to third as well. So it'll be runners at the corners with a 4-1 ball game. Bronson Speedy will stand in. He struck out his first time up. Lancaster rocks, fires, fouled off to the right side. With just one gun in the inning here, Adam, would you be that surprised to see her take off second, try to draw the throw?
Every team has plays designed, especially with first and third. You're going to do something. Obviously, you want to.
And there he goes.
Just going early.
Step off for Lancaster, fakes the throw. Hartzler scrambles back. Both runners in scoring position now. Boy, queued that up well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's just when you win first and third, there's baseball or softball. There's a million different ways you can get that runner to second base and not have to really worry about an out.
Speedy ready again. 0-1 count. Swung on and missed as he tried to wait back on the off speed but got tied up. Lancaster rocks, fires, swung on and fouled away. Speedy stays alive.
Ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Speedy, even a long ball here. That's, for the Pirates, they just need something to advance the runners. Lancaster, he's still doing a great job hitting the spots.
0-2. Line drive back up the middle. Left fielder's not going to get there. One run's going to come around. Here comes Herman from third. Throws come in, cut off by the first baseman. Herman turns around and goes back to third. Speedy wisely advances on the overthrow to second.
Yeah, Coach Moore held Blake Herman up the base. Herman went for a slide, got back. And obviously, you never know when the throw's coming in from center field. You never know where that throw's going to be going. And with only 1 out, Coach Elmore obviously not wanting to risk it. You want to keep those
too low. Yeah, Herman had to. I was pulling the e-brake stop coming around third. Lancaster's 1-0, too high. Keller now with a good hitter's count at 2-0. 2 runners in scoring position. 4-2 ball game as the Pirates are chipping away. Lancaster's delivery put into play. Shortstop that's under his glove. Herman comes around to score. Here comes for third. He's being waved home. He'll be in safely, and it's a tie ball game.
Taking advantage of the mistakes right now, the Pirates were able to tie unfortunately, just the plays behind them are being made. And
it's almost like the nerves are settling in here in the.
Yeah, it really is. I like the mound, but still being done the way you want to see them done. It's just everywhere else right now, the plays aren't being made.
Still only one gone in the bottom of the third. Cooper Gint will come in. Lancaster ready. He'll deliver. Just a bit too low, ball 1. Take pressure. Baseball also brought to you by our friends at Mark. All spring season long. Lancaster's next delivery too far outside, 2-0. Now something that Lancaster was doing so well the first time Adam was getting.
And taking it. And so now Lancaster's going to kind of reevaluate the situation and have to work a little differently.
That next delivery is going to catch the inside corner, strike 1. Of course, as we said before, we apologize with our center field cam. If you notice, it looks a little strange. There's a chain link.
And it's because I'm the one that set it up, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, you have some idea. You just move camera. Next offering is from Lancaster. Swung on, missed by Gins. Yeah, you secured it well.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Just put it right in.
The only thing standing on the hill is a camera.
Lancaster's 2-2. Too low off the glove of Tucker, and the runner's going to advance there in Keller. Full count. Position for the Pirates, who have made the Tigers pay for some mistakes this inning. Lancaster kick deep, swung on, foul away. We'll do it again at 3-2. Middle of the infield, third coming in. Lancaster coming in as well. Third baseman will make the grab for out number 2. Dealing with that win over there was Brody Hurst.
That was crazy because when you called that, the ball went off.
He reached the fielder's choice. After the runs coming across for the Pirates, that was a big out number 2 for Lancaster. Off and look back, nobody covering though, and Keller will scoot back in safely. Lancaster ready again. Toes the rubber, delivers off of the glove of Tucker. It's going to go all the way to the backstop, and actually, I believe maybe it was.
Yeah, when I play.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So the batter would have been, or pardon me, base runner would have been awarded that base anyway. So on the 1-1, I'm back in. Lancaster kick steals, too low again, now 2-1. Lom with a big spot, 2 gone. His team tied, 1 run, 90 feet away. C, strike 2 at numbers. Lancaster's next delivery, swung on, fly ball, center field. Center fielder's going to have to race in for it. Tries to make the sliding grab, can't do it. Coming around to score is going to be Keller, and in safely is Lom at second. A double for Lom, and his team now leads 5-4 as we sit in the third inning.
Yeah, they're, again, putting the ball in play, and it was just over the shortstop and enough just inside of the center fielder. did everything he could to get to it, but Lucas Gobb just couldn't come up with it.
So Lancaster goes back to work, suddenly finding himself behind. He'll deliver. That's fouled away by Aiden Miller. Flew out to center his last time up. We were having a few issues on our stream. We apologize for that due to weather, wind, all that good fun stuff. Appears like we're doing all right now.
Yeah, it looks like it was just glitching out a little bit, but it looks like it's clearing up now a little bit on its own.
0-1, swung on, left side, pop up. Left fielder races back towards it, gets under it for out number 3, but the damage is done. The Pirates now lead 5-4. On to the 4th inning from Sugarcreek. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Located right off 39 east of Sugarcreek Cartage Company is a family-owned and operated business since 1953 and are looking for qualified Class A CDL flatbed drivers. They offer competitive pay and great benefits like paid family insurance at no cost to employees. At Sugarcreek Cartage Company, they are big on family comes first, and you are more than just a number. Contact Ashley Rodocker Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 at 330-852-2213. Go Pirates!
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience.
Up. Miller out of the windup. Next delivery in the turf. Now it's 2-0.
Kind of looked like he tried to overthrow that pitch a little bit.
It is always interesting, too. Not saying this is what's happening for Miller, but after your team goes on a 5-run inning and is out there for quite a while, some pitchers sometimes tighten up a little bit. We'll see if that's not the case for him, though, as the next one's going to be dribbled to Lahm at second base, who will deliver on to first for out number 1. Up next, it will be Braden Whitman, the right fielder. Whitman, his first time up, was a strikeout. Miller winds and fires. Too low, maybe a bit inside as well. Now, if you're Strasburg, in response to this, you don't need to have your own 5-run inning. You're just looking for 1, maybe 2 in this scenario.
Yep.
Next delivery to Whitman. Just misses the zone for ball 2.
Good spot there by Miller, but even better hold.
2-0. Too low. Now 3-0.
Yeah, Whitman doing a good job here at the plate. Tigers looking for base runners, however they can get them to get something started.
Delivery from Miller. Whitman fakes like he was going to go for it, but I think that was a hold all the way.
I think everybody here knew that was going to be a take.
Next delivery, Whitman holds off on it, strike 2. Now a full count as Miller battles back into it. Miller deals. Whitman sees it just a bit too far outside. Ball number 4. And we got a 1-out base runner.
Yep, did his job, found a way on base. Bringing up number 12, Zayden Barr.
I don't think Miller ever left that out low and away corner.
I don't think he did. No, he was definitely wanting to stay there.
Zayden Barr will be in. He grounded into a double play his last time up. It was only other time at the plate. Miller, snap throw over, not going to get Whitman.
Game remains 1-0 at Strasburg between the Pirates and the Lady Tigers. Lady Pirates lead that game 1-0. And they have a runner on second right now.
Miller rocks and fires. That was going to be a bunt attempt from Barr, who pulled the bat back. I believe ball 2.
Yeah, Tiger hitters being very disciplined at the plate.
Pardon me, ball 1.
Here at the top of the 4th.
Grizzle's back.
Yeah, this is what we were waiting for. This is the last little batch, and then we can hopefully be done with it.
Miller There's going to be a bunt attempt from Barr again as he'll foul it away. Oh, sure sign of spring, Adam.
What's that?
See what's on the fence?
On the fence. Oh, yeah. Is that a bee?
Hornet. Or a wasp, I should say.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a fan of wasps.
Oh,
right?
I'm a fan of all those things that sting you.
He looks angry. 1-1 upcoming. Next delivery, Barr pops it up on the bunt attempt, and Gintz tries to almost barehand catch it that time. Second time today he's tried to make a diving grab, but just couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah, great effort there. That would have been pretty sweet if he would have came up with the bare hand grab. Blue giving him a minute there. That was obviously when you lay out completely.
Doesn't feel good.
It doesn't, no. No. This turf is a great surface, but unfortunately it's what's under it. It's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't give all that well, believe it or not. So a 1-2. Barr stands back in. Miller toeing the rubber. Runner on first and Whitman. Miller's delivery is going to be on the outside corner, strike 3. It is dropped there by Gintz, who can't find the ball. Still looking for the ball, and Whitman holds up at second, though, as they will not advance any further. Obviously, Barr, though, will still be out after he tried to advance on to first because the base was not open when that strike 3 was called.
Yeah, yep, first base has to be open.
So another punch out there for Miller, but we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Now it's Drew Lancaster. He's been hit by both pitches he's seen today in 2 at-bats.
Do you think Miller starts him off with a breaking ball again?
I thought Miller was smiling there for a minute. First delivery. That one will catch the zone for strike 1.
So Lancaster's going to see for the first time
more than one pitch.
Two pitches in this plate appearance.
Next delivery, Lancaster doesn't offer, just runs off the plate, 1-1. I think your friend flew away there, Adam.
Okay, he's probably getting closer to me, planning his attack.
And Miller will step off. Lancaster ready again, Miller as well. 1-1. Too high, ball 2. Of course, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get those notifications on so you never miss a broadcast. Got a little problems with our center field can, so we apologize if it looks a little funky.
Yeah, once this rain passes, we're going to fix that for good.
Swung on, line drive towards the second baseman. Lum will go down to his knees and make the grab. Great defense there for the Pirates as they'll strand one on. They lead 5-4. Big Z Sports returns for the bottom of the 4th right after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
9-1-2 due up for the home part of the 4th inning. Garaway leads Strasburg 5-4. Opening day for high school baseball live here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Will be Lofton Numbers who's due up. He delivered a double, came around to score, and really what started off that huge 3rd inning last time up that the Pirates found themselves up by 1. Adam Saweski now working as a part-time cameraman, apparently. Logan McPeek from Claxon Communications going out to fix our center field cam. Looks like, hopefully, anyway, the weather has moved on. We'll see how this goes. Adam's first time behind the camera as we get ready to go. Still on the mound, Drew Lancaster. Started off the game dominant the first time through the order. Had a bit of a problem in that third inning. We'll see how he recovers. Of course, also on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, simultaneously going on live right now, the Garaway Lady Pirates lead the Strasburg Lady Tigers 2-0. Check out that broadcast as well from Franklin Park. Lancaster is ready. His first delivery to Numbers, popped up, right side, sky high. Catcher's going back looking for it, and it will go just over the backstop right beside us. We got a tent above us, but I don't know if it would have stopped that foul ball or not. Hopefully we don't have to test that out. Lancaster gets ready. The windup. Next delivery. Breaking ball that doesn't find the zone. Numbers holds off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Too high again. Now 2-1. Of course, in some of our games this season, something that the players get to enjoy courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Bueller's ice-cold chocolate milk in the postgame, the official drink of the OHSAA to help players refuel and recharge. Ice-cold, delicious chocolate milk. Today is not one of those games, unfortunately, for the Tigers and the Pirates. We'll get them further on down the road. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled away as Numbers stays alive. Lancaster rocks, fires. On the inside corner at the knees, strike 3 called. Lancaster with a punch-out to start off the fourth. Back to the top of the order, Hartzler now stands in. He struck out his first time up, then delivered a single, eventually came around to score. Lancaster kicks, fires, swung on and missed as they go with the breaking ball to start things for this at bat for Hartzler. Next delivery too high as Hartzler has to dive out of the way. Blue calling time, I think maybe giving Hartzler a bit of a hard time. And Lancaster laughs and shakes his head. Not the location he was looking for. The 1-1. Too low outside, now 2-1. Next one runs inside as well, now 3-1. Lancaster's next delivery on the 3-1, too far outside, ball 4. Second time today, Hartzler reaches first base. A.J. Miller will stand in. Single for him, then a sacrifice, moved 2 runners into scoring position. Looks like we got a mound visit out there as well, and it might have a pitching change as head coach Mike Becker coming out for that change and taking the ball from his starter and Drew Lancaster. We'll have to see if there is going to be a change. We'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Wendy's fully refreshed taco salad is the perfect salad for those who hear the word salad and say, I'd rather have a taco. Because this salad isn't just a salad. It's as if a taco and a salad had an on-again, off-again situationship that got him on a reality TV show for tacos and salads that are in love. What I'm trying to say is Wendy's taco salad has tortilla strips, zesty dressing, and a whole lot of chili. For a fresh take on a classic, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Big Z Sports will return here, or it is returned here, as we're going to have a pitching change for the Strasburg Tigers. Now stepping in place of Drew Lancaster is going to be Brody Boffman. So he'll come in from shortstop to try to get things back under control here for the Tigers. As I believe Lancaster will now come back out and take over at short for the Tigers. Due up for Garaway is Miller. After his sacrifice last inning, he had a bit of a rough go in the first inning, gave up 2 more later on, but has had some bright moments against the Tigers. His team currently leading 5-4, looking to help out his cause on the mound on the offensive side. Today's presentation of high school baseball brought to you by the Keim Home Center, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Of course, we'll be awarding our McInturf Realty Player of the Game and as a part of our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show on the way on our YouTube channel. Plenty more action on the way next week. Going to be a very busy week, and also into the weekend, we are going to also bring you our first track and field action for the day. Boffman gives the nod as he's ready. Miller stands in as well. Huxler on at first. First delivery. Off speed at the knee. Strike one. Looked like the big breaking ball from Boffman to get things going with Miller. The 0-1. Inside part of the zone. Miller didn't flinch. It's now 1-1. Despite the wind and the rain, quite the crowd on hand on both sides. There's a snap throw over by Boffman trying to get Hartzler leaning, but cannot. The 1-1. Off the glove of Tucker behind the plate for ball 2, and Hartzler will scoot up to second on the pass ball with no problem. Now a runner in scoring position for the Garaway pitcher. Thought Adam was going to run a camera. Nope, he just wanted lunch. Next delivery by Boffman's too low.
It worked out great. I was running the camera, and Sarah was sitting right behind me. And she needed a couple dollars, and she goes, "Do you need anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, Nick and I need a hot dog. We're at a baseball game."
Come to think of it, yes, I do. Boffman's 3-1. Swung on, fouled right side, trailing towards the fence. First baseman looking over and not going to be able to make the grab. It's a full count upcoming.
That ball just seemed like it hung forever.
Well, I thought for sure it was well gone, but it just kept staying. It almost looked like it tried to tail back in.
Yeah.
So Miller will now face a 3-2. To update you, Brody Boffman came in from short and is now on the mound.
I did see the pitching change. I tried to use the camera to the best of my ability for that. But,
I assume.
I said I'm not very good at this.
Next delivery too far outside. Miller is going to jog down to first. 2 runners on now for Blake Herman. Just one gone on the bottom of the 4th.
Another update. Bottom of 5 from Strasburg. Garaway now leads 3-0 over the Tigers.
Garaway Lady Pirates having a nice outing. Great defense and pitching and some good offensive production. With the lead, still plenty of game to go there, though.
Yeah, looks like Audrey Miller's on the mound for the Lady Pirates, and they just ended the 5th.
First delivery to Herman this time around. It's too high. Herman struck out his first time up, reached on an error, then stole a base, and came around to score. Boffman toes the rubber, nods in agreement. Kicks, fires. Herman sees that one on the inside corner, strike 1.
Evens count there with the off speed. Nice pitch. Nice movement on that pitch.
Lancaster fed a lot of off speed and breaking balls to Herman the first time through. Yeah. We'll see if Boffman does the same. Delivers. There it is. And the bender catches the zone. Strike 2.
Yeah, it's using it to freeze right now. I think Blake's expecting to get something with a little juice behind it, but he hasn't seen one yet.
I thought you took the wind away with you.
Well, I took the rain. I didn't take the wind.
Yeah, well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Boffman looks the runner back a few times, delivers. Herman sees it, strike 3 as it catches at the knees. Out number 2. Bronson Speedy now on his way up to the plate. Two
down here for the Pirates.
Speedy a strikeout and an RBI single. Also came around to score as a part of that huge third inning for Garaway. Oh, look at that camera placement, Adam. You did fantastic.
Yeah.
You and Logan McPeek, for that matter. Swung on and missed for Speedy. Also, Jacob doing a great job here on the production side of things, keeping us rolling on air. Look, we don't have any just straightforward broadcasts that just work.
No. Unfortunately, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
0-1. Curveball catches Speedy on the inside of part of the arm, and Boffman was actually asking Blue, saying, was he leaning too far to the plate? And Blue says, nope.
No.
So bases now loaded for Colson Keller. He's had a pair of singles in this game, one of them a 2 RBI single.
When you hear coaches say wear it, that would be a prime example of what they mean.
So I always say wear it on a part of your body that isn't into straight bones. So back of the arm isn't too bad. Hoffman delivers right past Keller for strike one. That had a little bit of frustration behind.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Little mound visit here, get on the same page.
Hartzler stands on at third, Miller on second, Speedy on first. Prime opportunity for Colson Keller to increase his team's lead here on opening day from Sugarcreek. Huge thank you to all of our presenting sponsors and all sponsors who are going to be on all season long in the spring.
Yeah, we couldn't do all the games we have planned for this year if it wasn't for all of them. So everybody you see with an ad running today, those are the businesses that obviously we would ask you to support because they support what we do and bring high school sports to our extensive coverage, bring it to many, many people.
Boffman stepped off and is now ready. His 0-1, outside corner, strike two. Keller geared up the hands but didn't pull the trigger. Boffman one strike away from working out of a tough situation, but Keller potentially one swing away from blowing the game even further wide open. Delivery, swung on, line drive, straight center, tailing back, center fielder goes back, makes the grab as Gopp goes up and effortlessly plucks it with his glove.
I thought that had a chance, and yeah, like you said, it looked effortlessly as he made the catch.
We will move on now to the fifth inning. 5-4. Pirates lead the Tigers. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
The Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Back into Sugarcreek in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. A.J. Miller still on the mound for the Pirates. His team up 5-4. It is 3-4-5 due up, 2-3-4 rather, due up for Strasburg. Adam, after both these teams, it's really, Strasburg's had 2 innings where they've had some big offensive production, led to the 4 runs. Garaway with the 1 that's led to the 5. Both these pitchers, although now it's Boffman on the mound for Strasburg, had their bright spots, had their moments where they're definitely going to have to improve on it. It's exactly what you'd expect for an opening day.
Yeah, absolutely. They had, it's just like any baseball game I've ever watched. There's always peaks and valleys, and you just got to kind of ride the waves. And both teams have done a great job settling in after they've given up some runs to the other team, and we're in store, I think, for a great finish when we have a 1-run ball game here at the top of the 5th.
Brody Boffman will stand in. RBI double for him in the first. Had a single his next time up. Came around to score both times. First delivery from Miller. Boffman goes after it towards the third baseman, who will glove it cleanly, deliver on to first, and a dig over there at first for out number 1.
Yeah, nice scoop there. Sure, A.J. Miller will be happy with that quick out, too.
1 pitch, 1 out. Caden Dugan will now stand in. Line out for him, then a 2 RBI double. Miller, first delivery to Dugan, bounces back off the screen for ball 1. It's really been the top portion of this lineup for the Tigers so far, Adam, that have put forth all of the run production between Lancaster and Boffman, and then Dugan knocking in a few runs. Hurst also had an RBI, but after that it's kind of been struggling at the bottom of the order. Dugan line shots it to right, and it'll drop right in front of Bronson Speedy for a 1-out single.
Yeah, Dugan stays hot. He barreled that one up. That was a good solid hit.
Brody Hurst now in. RBI double for him and a strikeout in this ball game. Boy, when Dugan hits it square, it sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt when he hits it hard because you can hear it.
Miller now out of the stretch. Looks Dugan back. First delivery. Right down Broadway to Hurst for strike 1. The bright thing returned at him.
It did.
The bright orb in the sky is back.
Yeah, it feels good.
Well, you got the sun. I'm in the shade right now.
That's true.
Miller's 0-1. Swung on. Late decision to swing by Hurst right over top of the Strasburg dugout.
Yeah, made sure his teammates were awake here in the top of the 5th.
Just saying, guys, it sounded like you were getting quieter. I just want to make sure you're still here. Miller's 0-2. Swung on, line drive, second baseman and Lom goes up, makes the grab. Dugan has to scramble back to first, and he will return safely.
Yeah, it was off the end of the bat again. You could see Hurst just kind of reached out and put the end of the bat on it. Good, solid contact. Unfortunately, on the end of the bat, there's just not much power there.
Not going to keep going very far. Up next, Tanner Tucker come in, pop out, ground out for him. Miller's first delivery, too high. First few at-bats, the first 2 at-bats against Tucker. He's went after a few of them rather quickly. We'll see if he works Miller a bit more here in the 5th inning. Miller's next delivery, held back, and Tucker now ahead 2-0.
Everybody wants time. Oh, I thought it was funny because I thought that
we heard time from both of us.
I honestly thought everybody wanted time at the exact same time, and then everything ceased. So
bullpen ball made its appearance on the field. The 2-0. Inside corner, snap throw down. Not going to be there. It's now 2-1 to Tucker.
What a beautiful day it turned out to be.
Oh, fantastic. Even with the wind, but once the rain moved out, it's been beautiful since then. Swung on and missed. A mighty hack from Tucker, but he couldn't catch up to the Miller. I don't know what you want to call that pitch, but the bottom dropped out of it, whatever it was.
Yeah. Almost has that slurve look because it moves a little east and west, but then, like you said, the bottom falls out.
2-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Tucker is sat down. Garaway holds the 5-4 lead, looking for more on the bottom of the 5th. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Located right off 39 east of Sugarcreek, Sugarcreek Cartage Company is a family-owned and operated business since 1953 and are looking for qualified Class A CDL flatbed drivers. They offer competitive pay and great benefits like paid family insurance at no cost to employees. At Sugarcreek Cartage Company, they are big on family comes first, and you are more than just a number. Contact Ashley Rodocker Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 at 330-852-2213. Go Pirates!
Welcome back to the Hill in Sugarcreek as the Garaway Pirates will now come to the plate. Bottom of the fifth inning, leading 5-4 in a beautiful day, as I stated before we went to break, and now I'll state it again because the sun's out. Perfect temperature. We're in shorts, short sleeve shirts.
Good day for hot dogs.
Good day for hot dogs. Are you back?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Mistimed that really
well. I was like, when I saw you take that bite, I'm like,
oh,
yeah,
no.
I think I'll handle this one.
Good call. Well, due up for Garaway with their 5-4 lead. It's going to be Cooper Gintz, Parker Lom, and Aiden Miller all on the way up. And, a chance to widen this lead a little bit.
I keep updating the score, but it's because it's our other game featured today on our Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Garaway Lady Pirates, they still lead the Lady Tigers 3-0, 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth, so they're 4 outs away from picking up a huge win in Strasburg.
Would be a massive win, not just to start off the year, but also IVC win.
Yeah.
First pitch to Gintz, way high, ball one. Gintz, a strikeout, pop out for him.
Yeah, obviously that's a crossover game, but obviously, everybody that can, they've had to take their
lumps,
and it's peaks and valleys though with every high school. It's all about classes.
2-0 in the corner inside, and it will catch Gintz on the shoulder. I think Boffman might have been questioning Blue again on that one. Adam asking about how close they are to the plate. But clearly
I think he was frustrated with himself. Yeah, because it's obviously not where he was trying to throw that ball.
Parker Lom will stand in. Fielder's choice and a double for him. Hoffman's first delivery. Lom's going to round a bunt. It's a good one. It's going to be tailing towards the first base line. Tucker throws it wide at first. That's going to go all the way down the right field line. Gintz is being sent home. Now will be held up at third. And both runners will stand in scoring position.
Wow. That and the crazy thing about it was when the bunt was laid down, I don't think he thought it was
Lom was going to let it go. I think he thought it bounced behind the line.
Like it was a delayed reaction to the bunt hitting the ground, and then he did a great job of avoiding the ball and the tag. So Pirates have something going here in the bottom of the fifth.
Aiden Miller will now stand in. The lefty swings and misses, and Gintz thought he was going to go home. Instead, he turns around and goes back. I thought maybe it was a foul ball at first. Instead, Gintz, I don't think, wanted to run them potentially out of an inning.
No. No outs. Obviously, nobody wants to make that first one when you got something going.
It's decently deep of a backstop here, but with turf, that ball rather live.
And he's a catcher. Back. He knows. Mm-hmm. He knows how quick it can come back.
Next delivery to Miller. That's going to be strike two, outside corner. Nice location. Miller, a pair of flyouts for him. Get a flyout deep enough and could get your team up by 2. Now a mound visit from Tucker. Getting on the same page with Boffman again. Thanks to all of our presenting sponsors this spring in the Keim Home Center, Right Mark Roofing, and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel for more broadcasts just like these in the spring. On this day, a week from now, Adam, we're rather busy.
We are. We're rather busy, and it'll be our first track meet of the season.
Boffman's next one's too high. Here comes the runner home. Tucker's going to turn, try to tag him, and he's not going to get him. Gintz hustles home, dives in safely head first.
I honestly think what happened there, I think that Gintz would have been dead in the rights, but I think what happened was, I think he kind of surprised Tucker because he didn't run on the last pass ball, and this one actually caromed right back, so I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't think he was really expecting it.
Aiden Miller stands back in. Delivers too high. Now 2-2. It was almost like Gintz might have faked him out.
Yeah.
About halfway down the line, maybe just gave a little deke.
Yeah. It was definitely a weird play.
Delivery from Boffman. Tries to go with the bender. Can't catch the outside corner. Payoff pitch. Too far outside, and it's going to be runners on the corners. Nobody out. And up to the plate, Lofton Numbers. Looks like Coach Elmore wants a conversation there, and going to have a runner come in here.
Yeah, courtesy runner.
For Aiden Miller. Number 8 looks like it will be
Jalen Jimenez.
Jalen Jimenez will come in. Run for the first baseman in Miller. Aiden having a little bit of a laugh as he was coming back to the dugout. He said, I finally got to first base, and now I'm not running. Numbers, double, came around to score in the third inning, then was a strikeout looking in the fourth.
I don't know what the delay now is.
Just blue writing it in the scorebook.
Gotcha.
We all can't write like you, Adam. Like the speed of wind.
Well, you see how I write. I have somebody else write for me.
Mm-hmm. I got to say, it looks great. I can read everything. Hoffman tries to pick off of Jimenez, but can't get it. Boppin from the stretch. Delivers too high. Numbers had a bit of a twitch, thinking about going for it, but wisely held off.
Pirates still no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Would love to keep this thing going, get some more runs. Tigers obviously want to shut this thing down and get back to the plate.
Hoffman with the bender, and there goes Jimenez. That's going to be a stolen base for him.
Picked a great pitch to go on. Off speed, out of the zone.
Jimenez was going to slide, but instead held up and nearly got the turf monster catching him.
Yeah, he was ready.
Hoffman delivers inside. And Numbers thought that it had clipped him. That's 3 balls. It should be a 3-0 count. So Numbers will come back again. Numbers was saying he thought it hit him on the sleeve.
Going to clip the jersey there?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really. I mean, it's hard for us to tell. I didn't see anything that jumped out.
The 3-0. At the Numbers, strike one. Boffman ready for the next one. He'll deliver 2 low on the inside. And now, bases will be juiced. Top of the order, Brody Hartzler coming up. Hartzler struck out in the first, delivered a single, came around to score in the third, eventually walked and was stranded at third in the fourth inning. Advanced on a pass ball as well while on the base paths. Hoffman stuck in a tough spot, delivers. That'll be strike one to Hartzler. The 0-1. Swung on, driven, left center, trailing back. Left fielder gives chase. It's going to be over his head and off the wall. 2 runs will score. Here comes the third. Pardon me, second rather. And pulling up at second base is going to be Hartzler. A 2 RBI double for him. And Garaway suddenly doubling up Strasburg.
Yeah, Brody Hartzler got all over that pitch.
Coming around to score, it was both Lom and Miller as Numbers stands on safely at third.
It looks like, Hartzler.
Jimenez, rather, not Miller.
Yeah, Jimenez. Hartzler can fly, but I'll tell you what, I thought he was going to catch Lofton Numbers. I don't know if Numbers must have held a little longer than everybody else.
So now A.J. Miller back at the plate. Had a single, a sacrifice, and a walk, so technically 1 for 1 today. Fouls it off to the right side. Time I look back at him, even more people standing up here in the stands. Once the sun came out and the rain kind of went away,
yeah, isn't it?
Everyone wanted to come down to the park.
Maybe there were some people in their cars while we were out here in the conditions.
The 0-1, Big Ben breaks into the zone. Now 0-2. Still nobody out. 5th inning. Garaway has already plated a trio, looking for more. Boffman winds, delivers, fouled off the hands there, and it will spin back towards the Strasburg dugout. That one doesn't feel good on the hands.
No, not at all. That was a good spot there. Good pitch location there by Boffman. One you can't let go, and one that's really hard to get the barrel on, obviously.
Also one you really don't want to have to try to hit, but you're going to have to do it anyway.
Yes.
The 0-2. Swung on, popped up, right side, well out of play again.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
I've seen your hustle. You could have at least made an attempt on that.
I wouldn't even have got out of my chair in time.
The 0-2. Swung on, line drive. Third baseman can't grab it. Here comes Hartzler. He's going to round third, and 2 runs are going to score. And it's going to go past the left fielder now, looking from second to make the turn towards third, but will hold up is Miller. A 2 RBI double for him.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there by A.J. Miller.
Blake Herman will now step up to the box. 2 strikeouts reached on an error for him. And looks like head coach Mike Becker wants a mound visit. We'll go ahead and take a brief timeout. Garaway leading Strasburg 10-4. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio, and the Garaway Pirates leading 10-4. Adam's got a score update from our other game on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, the Garaway Pirates, top of the 7th. They now lead Strasburg 4-0. They got 2 on, 1 out in the top of the 7th. So, Lady Pirates, obviously no game's over until the final pitch, but they're in good shape here in the 7th inning.
Boffman now ready to pitch with Herman back at the plate, and after that mound visit, for head coach Mike Becker, just trying to get everybody to take a deep breath. This has not been the inning that you have wanted. If you are Strasburg, Herman sees the first one, breaks in on the inside corner, strike 1 at the knees.
Yeah, like I said, both teams have had their innings where they've been able to mount a lot of runs onto the board, and again, there's still 2 innings to play here, so you don't want anybody to get comfortable.
The 0-1, Herman offers underneath it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's been impressive to watch Miller, the way he's kind of rebounded after giving up those 4 runs early on, but also the way this Pirates offense has completely shifted from the first inning and a half. Next delivery, Herman, line drive, center field. Center fielder shaving back towards it. Gopp is going to make the grab and will get it in quickly and will prevent Miller from advancing.
Yeah, got a good chunk of that ball. Just obviously hung in the air long enough for the center fielder to be able to make a play on it.
Bronson Speedy now coming in. Strikeout for him. RBI single, came around to score, then was hit by a pitch. Boffman winds, fires. He goes with the curveball that was up in the zone, ball 1. Maybe it is. You were mentioning about golf carts. Maybe it is a good day to go golfing now.
Or just get on your Willendale golf cart and drive around the neighborhood.
Go for a cruise. It's now 2-0 as Speedy sees the next one too low. I had so much fun with Shannon on that because he brought that up our last broadcast. I said, as I recall, you have quite the legendary call related to Willendale golf carts.
Yes, he does.
Listen, if you need a... I hear that all the time now. 2-0. Swung on. Ground ball. Second baseman and Dugan's going to go back. Glove it. Delivers on to first, and that is going to be out number 1. As Speedy is retired, he will advance Miller. Or out number two, pardon me.
You looked at the board too quick.
I did. Completely forgetting what just happened before that.
It's now 5-0, Garaway Lady Pirates. 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Colson Keller will now stand in. Single, actually a pair of singles for him, 2 RBIs and a line out. Boffman winds, fires, foul ball straight back towards us. I didn't see you move for that one either, Adam.
No, that took a very weird bounce because obviously it was fouled off. It was almost like it hit the catcher's foot.
Thought maybe it was off of his mask.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was the mask.
Okay.
Maybe the foot. Oh, nope, he pointed to the shin. It's like he heard us saying that.
Here, I'll clear this up for you guys.
Tucker looked over here and said, hey, here.
Yeah, this is where it hit.
Yeah, that catcher's gear protects to a point. A 1. Inside corner, doesn't quite find the zone. I was asked that before many a times. When that hits you, it's not that bad, right? Oh, no, it still doesn't feel good.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever seen how thin that plastic is?
1-1. Ground ball, third baseman gloves. In Hurst delivers on to first, and it will be out number 3. Strasburg works their way out of it, but it is a 10-4 ball game. Garaway with a big lead. We'll move on to the 6th inning. Big Z Sports is back right after this.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
6, 7, 8 due up for the Tigers. Miller, Gopp, and Whitman coming to the plate. And actually, it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in here for the Strasburg Tigers in number 33.
It'll be Brock Johnson.
Brock Johnson coming in to hit for Miller.
He's the other first baseman that was warming up pregame, so it could be a swap
Probably
here
just
for
a swap, player swap.
Yeah.
And we also have a pitching change for the Garaway Pirates as A.J. Miller's night appears to be done after forfeiting those 4 runs, but still having a nice ball game into the ball game for him. Number 2.
Corey Yoder, Jr.
Corey Yoder will come in. Good opportunity for early season bullpen work for Yoder. He's got a 6-run lead to work with.
Yeah.
Not a ton of pressure here, but still want to keep things pretty much right where they are. And the first lefty we're going to see on the mound today.
Yeah.
As a batter, if you've gone through you've seen one pitcher, you've seen a righty 3 times, then they pull a lefty out of the pen, you're thinking, great.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
So Johnson will step up to the plate, looking to get things started for Strasburg. Yoder, meanwhile, wants to slam the door. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel for more broadcasts, just like we have here today. A lot of fun ahead. Busy week ahead for Big Z Sports coming up.
Yeah, we got a busy couple weeks coming up. We got track meets will start. We got a lot of baseball and softball coming up.
We'll tell you that full rundown in the postgame.
We're going to be at a lot of different high schools. I mean, in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be all over the county. It's going to be nuts.
No, just more than just a handful all over the place.
Yeah.
Yoder's first delivery to Johnson. That runs way high, ball 1.
Yeah, it's kind of, when you make a schedule out, sometimes it's a bit tricky because some teams start a little earlier than others. So everybody's full schedule, of local competition really doesn't get started all at the same time. But I'll tell you what, to have the Connaughton Valley Strasburg League play games right off the rip, that was a tremendous way to start the season.
Certainly was. 2 fantastic ball games. Johnson cuts and misses with a mighty hack, but he's underneath it. It's 2-1. Yeah, on the way, and obviously everything's weather permitting.
Yes,
always,
for sure.
No matter what we do.
Yeah.
Next delivery, swung on and missed. Johnson now sees the count go even at 2-2. Pair of games coming up on Monday, pair of games on Tuesday, pair of games on Wednesday. 1 on Friday, Saturday, baseball and track.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're a little busy.
Yeah, one of the games on Monday, we'll be right back here on the hill in Sugarcreek as they take on the Carrollton Warriors. And another baseball matchup, we'll have the Ridgewood Generals hosting the Indian Valley Braves. So
that'll be Monday's slate.
Yeah, that's Monday's slate. Then the next 2 days, Dover Philly action takes over with softball and baseball.
Swung on and missed. A punch out for Yoder to start things off in relief work. Yeah, those Dover Philly broadcasts, also our sister station and WJER getting involved under the Big Z Sports Network banner.
Yep.
Then on Friday, softball action. Ridgewood travels to Newcomerstown. Should be a great showdown there between the Generals and the Trojans. Saturday, New Philadelphia, Carrollton baseball. Should be a heck of a matchup. And we'll get our track underway with the J.D. Milburn Relays at Newcomerstown. Just misses off the outside corner, does Yoder.
Pretty excited for the track coverage this year. We did two meets last year.
Oh, and then I looked at the week after that.
Yeah, it's every day.
Okay, now I see. Now I know what week you were referring to earlier.
2 meets last year, and we're doing 4 meets this year. So
swung on and missed by Gopp.
And the game just went final in Strasburg. The Lady Pirates, they knocked off the Lady Tigers 5-1.
Great win for the Garaway softball program in the early goings.
Yes.
The 1-1 from Yoder. Swung on, fouled back. Was that a flinch there?
Somebody flinched. I saw feet move.
I saw you move, Adam. I saw you move.
Me?
Yes. The 1-2 upcoming. Next delivery from Yoder. Gopp swings and misses. Can't get it corralled behind the plate by Gintz, but he'll deliver it on to first, no problem. 2 straight punch-outs for Yoder.
Hey, great job there to not get flustered on when the ball scooted away. Took his time, made a good throw down to first to secure the out.
Like I said, 3 times you see a righty. Now you get the lefty out of a pen. It's hard. It's a hard adjustment. Yeah. Braden Whitman will stand in. Strikeout for him and a walk. Yoder winds, fires, swung on and missed. Had Whitman way out in front on his front foot.
Yeah, he's really sticking with the off speed. It's working. So, if you can get the hitters to keep biting on it, you might as well stay with it.
It's got some drop. Yoder's 1-0. Swung on and missed. Got Whitman in front again.
It's kind of like in football whenever you have a team that runs the same play all night long and you just can't stop it. It's the pitching like this, it's kind of the same way.
Next one from Yoder. Swung on, fouled away. Look at it this way, like from Remember the Titans. I always like to reference Coach Boone. You don't need a thick playbook on offense. Works like Novocaine.
Yes, it does.
Whitman stands back in, trailing the count 0-2. His team down 10-4. Yoder's offer on the outside corner. 1-2-3 inning and 3 punch-outs for Yoder in relief. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Garaway looking for more. They're up 10-4. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hi, Thad here at TMK Valley Propane, bringing you a Winter Weather Minute. Heavy snow and ice can accumulate near and on your propane equipment. Clear the snow from all regulators, vents, and piping. This ensures that your propane equipment can vent properly. Using a broom rather than a shovel will avoid damaging any parts as you remove the snow. Lastly, keeping your driveway clear helps our drivers ensure timely delivery, especially during inclement weather.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit keimhome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
Welcome back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. A pitching change for the Strasburg Tigers as Caden Dugan will now come on the mound in relief, taking over at second base. Looks like Boffman's night is done as he'll move on to second base now and replace Dugan. Due up, Gintz. Actually, take it back, might be Yoder. We had players move around all over the place.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be shifted a little bit, and obviously the pitching changes. It's all about that that pitch count. Heading into another week, if they got games on Monday and Tuesday, you want to make sure you be at full staff if possible to start a new week.
Well, I got it figured out. I think Miller from the mound for the Pirates moved to second base because coming up at the plate will be Yoder, I think, hitting for Lom, who was at second.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Good, because couldn't figure out what I was trying to say. Gintz with a line drive single to lead things off here for the Pirates.
One pitch, one hit.
Gintz gets his first base knock of the season. Corey Yoder will now stand in for his first plate appearance. And a courtesy runner, a pinch runner will come in. Gintz will jog off, number 16 for the Pirates.
Yeah, freshman Trey Miller going to run.
And Gintz now goes, well, great, I got to get the gear back on.
Yeah.
Dugan getting set from the stretch. First delivery to Yoder, runs too high, ball one. We'll go back to that softball win for Garaway. Great way to start off the season, but also IVC is going to be real interesting in softball this year, it seems, in the early goings.
It is. Now, obviously the Garaway Strasburg game today, that's a crossover, so that doesn't really affect anything, but for the actual standings in the league.
On that pickoff attempt there, Dugan balked. So that will move. Well, his first name's Trey. I'm blanking on the other one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trey Miller.
Miller, thank you.
Yeah.
Bear with us. He's a freshman. We haven't seen him before.
Other than his name right here on the sheet.
Yeah. Tucker wants a mound visit with Dugan. Actually, Blues is explaining it to Yoder, who's standing in the box for the pitcher, as to where the balk was.
Yes. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's virtually impossible to balk to second base.
Unless you lean forward and spin around.
It's very, very easy to do so to first and third.
Yes, it is. Not as much for a lefty, but when you're a righty, that mistake will happen.
A shoulder twitch is about all you have to do.
Fouled away there for Yoder.
Hopefully it hit my truck.
Take some of the dents out. You and I are in the same boat. That's why we're parked side by side.
We are. We're the only two in attendance hoping our car gets hit. It just gives us something to talk about.
How did you get this many dents? It's a weird thing. Next delivery to Yoder is at the knees, strike two. Okay, we understand you need the one body panel replaced. What do you mean you need a new transmission? Did a lot of damage.
Yes.
Kids in high school these days, they hit hard. 1-2. Yoder, line drive. That's going to be a base knock. Looks like Miller's going to be rounding third. Now he's going to be held up there by Coach Elmore. And runners are going to be at the corners. Nobody gone for the Pirates.
Yeah, he did a great job there staying on the pitch. Another one where it was tailing away. He threw the barrel to it and didn't try to pull it, but that's where the ball ended up.
Aiden Miller will come in. Pair of flyouts for him and a walk. Tucker behind the plate for Strasburg came out and got the defense ready because We'll have to wait and see if they send Yoder here. Dugan delivers. Foul ball off to the right side. It's really been a story basically for this Pirates offense of 2 innings thus far. You and I talked in that last break that they've had 2 innings now where they've gone through 9 batters, didn't bat around fully, but they have went through 9.
Yeah, you do have this change. This is Aiden Miller, correct?
It was Aiden Miller in the spot before.
Yes, it was. So all the substitutions, they're even messing me up.
Dugan picks off at first, not going to get him.
It was, yes. If I take his name here and go to the starting lineup, it's there. It's weird.
It's funny how that works out. Look at him. It's the bottom of the 6th.
It is. It's opening week.
At 2.
I got it.
Pops it up. Left side, trailing towards the Garaway dugout. Third baseman in Hurst will try to underhand it. And can't hold on. Bobbled it around about 3 or 4 different times and just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he had it about 4 or 5 times, and it just kept fighting to get out, and it did.
It's the one where you run back to your position, you're looking at your glove, thinking to yourself, is there something in here already? Did I not throw the ball in from warm-ups? Good effort by Hurst,
yes,
just couldn't quite corral.
Absolutely.
Dugan ready for the 1-2. Delivers. Swung on and missed. A punch out for Miller. We'll bring up Lofton numbers now. Nope, take it back. It is now going to be another substitution.
Yeah, Blaine Lintern.
Blaine Lintern will come in for numbers.
As I do a lot of the bowling write-ups over the winter, I know Blaine's an avid bowler.
You saw that name quite often.
Yeah.
Lintern looking like we're going to be looking to come in here and deliver in the opening day of high school baseball here in Z Country.
It's more for another 4-legged friends here.
Swung on and missed.
He's went up in the stands.
I thought you had another friend.
No, my buddies left. They were here.
Dugan kicks, fires. That's going to be a off of him there, and it looked like there was a bunt attempt from Lintern, and that's actually what both umpires are going to discuss here, because if Lintern doesn't turn the bat back, that turns into a strike.
Yeah, it'll be a strike.
And that's sure enough, that's what they say. So there'll be an 0-2 count for Lintern.
I think it was more of a business decision, because if he would have turned and not been squared the way that he was, it probably would have hurt a lot more.
Lintern and Coach Elmore were laughing back and forth. Coach Elmore just kind of shrugged his shoulders and looked down like, well.
Yeah, it's probably worth the strike.
0-2. Swung on, popped up, foul, back towards us, heads up in the bleachers, and it goes over our heads. That's nothing more frustrating as a batter, too, when you realize what you've done there after you get plunked and you're halfway down to first and you hear, hold on.
I forgot to turn.
Snap throw by Dugan. It's off the first baseman's mitt, and the runner's going to stay at third. Thought about advancing, but instead turns around, does Miller.
Yeah, Dugan had a quick move there.
And Coach Elmore doing more of that coaching stuff there, saying he wanted you to work down in segments. Did you ever have that explanation about working in segments on the base path?
Yes.
Lintern back in. Dugan ready again. And there's a balk again. Run's going to come home.
Is he just not coming set?
Not staying set, yes.
I say because Dugan definitely works quick, and that's why I kind of figured that's probably what was causing it.
Yeah, he did not. He kind of picked up the foot and settled it and then just immediately went. Now he'll be settled in. Next delivery. Over the head of Lintern, ball 1. It's opening day.
Yes.
And it's also, we don't know how much Dugan has worked off the mound before.
Exactly.
Could be a learning experience situation. Garaway now up 11-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Next delivery from Dugan is right there. Strike 3 as Lintern is sat down for out number 2.
Brings up Brody Hartzler back to the top of the Pirate order.
Hartzler, single, double, walk, and a strikeout for him. So a 2 for 3 day thus far. He scored twice. And actually had 2 RBIs on his double his last time up. Sees ball 1. Pickoff attempt, throw on to second, nothing doing. Yoder back in safely. Gotta love the players can have fun because Boffman held the glove on top of the head of Yoder, and I think both had a good chuckle on that.
Yes.
Delivery from Dugan, just a bit too low, 2-0. Something that we mentioned in some of the softball broadcasts, the two that we had earlier on this year, and it seems like it's always the broadcast. Next delivery is going to be on the inside corner, strike one. No matter how much the rivalries matter in the IVC or matter for these teams throughout our listening area or our viewing area, always seems like great sportsmanship.
Absolutely. They do. A lot of these kids hang out. Obviously, summer ball and stuff like that.
Number off the bat, fielded from short, delivered on to first for out number 3. We'll move on to the 7th inning. Strasburg going to get another opportunity here. Time's running out. Pirates lead 11-4.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugarcreek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Commercial building owners, how well do you keep your roof maintained? At Rightmark Roofing, we offer our Bullseye Maintenance Program to building owners to help keep your roof healthy. This includes our 21-point inspection that examines all the essential areas of your roof that require year-round maintenance, a detailed report on the health and status of your roof, priority service that moves you to the front of the line, and discounts that reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Give us a call at 330-275-0088 or visit our website at rightmarkroofing.com to learn more.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
7th inning here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Not quite the 7th inning stretch because of, inning totals in high school, Adam. But
no, it would have to be like the 4th inning or the 5th inning
stretch. It'd be the 5th, technically, I guess.
Maybe we could start that. Do you think we could do that?
I don't know. You've been up and walking around at various different
I have
points.
been. I had the 2nd inning stretch. I had the 4th inning stretch. We could implement the 5th inning stretch.
Corey Yoder back on the mound for the Garaway Pirates, trying to seal this one out. 9-1-2 doing due up for Strasburg. Of course, if you have not done so, please get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and get your notifications on so you know when we go live. Actually, there was a little mound meeting, or not even a mound meeting, just off to the side. Blue talking with Caleb Dugan. I think actually he approached Blue and was asking, like, hey, moving forward, where's the box coming from? Which,
yeah.
It's always important to ask those questions.
Yeah, Caden, that's a good move, too, because, you're not going to learn if you don't fully understand, and there's no better way to do it. Instead of doing it out in the middle of the game, in between innings, find out what's going on and learn from it.
And another defensive substitution at playing first base now for the Garaway Pirates. Number 21, looks
that's
like
Chet Troyer.
It is going to be Chet Troyer. So he will take over at first base for Aiden Miller. And there might be some other defensive substitutions, for all we know.
Yeah. Zayden Barr was Johnny on the spot there. There was still a ball sitting behind the home plate umpire.
That could have got real confusing really quick.
Yeah. The old hidden ball trick out in the open.
Yoder's first delivery, too far inside. Barr dances out of the way. Barr hit into a double play and struck out in this ball game.
Kind of surprised I didn't hear from the Strasburg bench.
Wear it. Oh, and look, another pair of Bruce Bolts, too. Yoder delivers too high, 2-0.
Yeah, the days of wearing Nike and Under Armour gloves are pretty much long gone, huh?
Franklin.
Yeah.
Rawlings.
Gone.
Still Under Armour cleats.
Yeah.
Delivery there from Yoder's on the inside corner, strike one. I tried a couple games with just no batting gloves because I thought that would help. No. There's strike 2 on the inside corner.
Yeah, good placement there. Kind of froze him on that pitch.
Couldn't fathom why I couldn't grip the bat that well after taking him off. Imagine that. 2-2 from Yoder. Swung on, popped up, right side. Troyer looking for it from first base, tries to get under it, and he will. Out number 1. The P3 will send us back to the top of the lineup. Drew Lancaster will stand in.
Always feels good when you get subbed into the game to play in the field and you actually get a ball hit to you.
Let's make sure your legs are awake.
Yeah.
Lancaster hit by 2 pitches, then lined out, came around to score twice. Winding delivery from Yoder. Lancaster sees it on the outside corner, strike 1.
We kind of knew this was going to be an offensive shootout. The problem is that the Pirates were the one that kind of continued that momentum of scoring runs today. And like you had mentioned, the A.J. Miller, after the first inning and a half, he really settled in and kind of took care of business.
Yeah, it was innings 1 and 3 for him that were a bit of a struggle. That's when he gave up those 4 runs. Next pitch is going to be a strike to Lancaster. But after those, and it was the top of the order that burned him twice, but after that really settled in and commanded from there. Yoder shakes off the first call, then agrees for the next from his catcher in Gintz, the 1-2. Swung on, hot shot between the 5-6 hole, and it's a 1-out single for Lancaster. His first knock of the day.
He did a good job sitting, waiting on that pitch, and just exploded through it, drove it into left field.
Brody Boffman will now come in. An RBI double, a single for him, and a ground out. Came around to score twice. Again, that top of the order for Strasburg. That's been all the production on their run so far. Boffman looking to keep that rolling.
Just remember, anybody tuning into today's telecast, our replays never go away. They're always on the YouTube channel, so we don't ever post any type of replay. They're always available on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Boffman sees strike 1 on the outside corner, and how much does that cost you, though, Adam?
It's still free.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that because of sponsors like the Keim Home Center, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing?
Yes.
And all the other ones that you see on your
I was saying, that's some of them. But, yes, it's a great thing we're able to do, and we enjoy doing it.
Next delivery, Boffman takes a mighty cut, but can't find contact as Yoder's now up 0-2 in the count. The other thing, too, Yoder looks like you had mentioned, doing more of the off-speed and the movement as opposed to Miller, a little bit more of the flamethrower.
That actually took longer than I thought. I was waiting for time.
You can feel anticipation go over a crowd when who's going to – okay, there we go.
Yes.
We know it's coming.
Yep.
Yoder ready. His 0-2 to Boffman. Instead, it'll be a pickoff attempt to first. Nothing doing. Lancaster back in standing. Oh-2, high and outside.
Pirates looking to get 2 more outs to get the opening day home win.
It's always a great feeling if that's the way you can start off the year. Tiger's not going to go away as Boffman fouls it back and keeps battling.
No. That's the great thing about high school sports. Like I said, you don't know it's over until the final out or whatever sport it may be. The final whistle sounds. It's never over.
1-2 on the way from Yoder. Shakes off the first from Gintz. Now he's got his call. Boffman ready as well. Next delivery, off speed, foul tip, and it's gloved by Gintz for out number 2. Good hold by the catcher, and another good breaker from Yoder. Caden Dugan will now stand in. 2 RBI double for him and a single. Also has a line out.
Yeah, the off-speed, I'll tell you what, if you think back, the off-speed's kind of been the answer all day today for the Pirate pitching staff.
Not a bad thing to go to on an opening day.
No.
Players' timings might be not quite where they would be later on in the season. Dugan watches the first one that tails just a little bit outside the zone. Yoder's 1-0, runs high. There goes the runner in Lancaster. Nice throw down by Ginson. Not quite in time as the second baseman couldn't hold on to it. Stolen base for Lancaster.
Yeah, that was a nice throw down there. Looked like the timing was a bit off, like you had mentioned. The second baseman just didn't quite get there in time.
2-1 upcoming for Dugan. Runner in scoring position now for the Tigers. Looking for a little magic, but they're down to this.
That's one thing Dugan's done all day today. We've mentioned it a few times. When he hits the ball, yeah, you know he hit the ball.
2-1. Too low. Gintz blocks. Too high, and Dugan will draw a 2-out walk, so 2 will be on for Brody Hurst coming to the plate. An RBI double for him, a line out and strikeout.
Yeah, Yoder just kind of struggled there to find a zone against Dugan. I mean, it could be part working around him a little bit, but
also with how hard he's been hitting the ball.
Yeah, as I say, with the 7-run lead, I think Coach Elmore would have liked to have seen him just kind of go after him, see what he could do.
Yoder's first delivery to Hurst. Inside corner, strike one if Hurst bails out. Neal 1. Hurst fouls it away out of play. Strasburg down to this strike. You didn't go after that one either.
No, it's been a long game.
Don't lie. It's actually the hot dog now weighing you down.
Yeah. That really just did me in. It was a tasty one too.
Oh yeah. Yoder ready. Shakes off the first. Shakes off the second. Now he's got his call. Hurst stands in. 0-2. Too high. Ball number 1 in this count.
So we could implement the 5th inning stretch, and then we could have the best ballpark dog competition amongst all schools that we go to.
Are we voting on that now?
What?
1-2. Swung on, line drive, back up the middle, and that looks like that's going to score a run. Here comes Lancaster as he rounds third. And it is an 11-5 ball game as Hurst with an RBI single.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting as well. That pitch was tailing away from him. He stayed on it and did what he could with it and punched it into center field.
Tanner Tucker will now come in. Tucker, pop out, ground out, strikeout.
That kind of covers all bases, doesn't it?
Foul out? Don't have that. But he also is looking for his first hit of the game.
Yeah, so he'd probably like to use his last at bat with fill that void.
Delivery from Yoder. It's going to be there as Gins couldn't quite corral it, but it's still in the zone, strike one. Yoder's 0-1, swung on and missed as Tucker couldn't get the hands elevated. Down to a single strike again are the Tigers.
Yep, just trying to put the ball in play, make something happen. Keep this game alive for the Tigers.
Yoder's 0-2. Swung on, fouled past head coach Mike Becker, and we'll do it again.
Down there to the bullpen area and down the left field line.
See, this is where, maybe not when we were trailing, but you could have fun with your coach and be like, hey, get in front of that ball.
Yeah, there's not any joking like that right now.
No. Next delivery from Yoder. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder camps out under it and makes the grab for out number 3. As that will do it from Garaway as the Pirates, opening day, pick up the 11-5 victory over the Strasburg Tigers. Seesaw battle, but the Pirates seize momentum after 2 big innings and capture the first win of the season.
Yeah, good win there. Obviously, they had to battle back themselves to pick up that victory, getting themselves into a little bit of a hole early on, but battled back and kind of settled in on the mound and were able to pick up the win. Strasburg Tigers, they're going to bounce back. Obviously, they showed some good things today, but they're going to want to, obviously going to need to improve on a few themselves before they play again.
Certainly will. Well, stay tuned because coming up is going to be your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. We'll wrap things up from Sugarcreek. Big Z Sports will return to our YouTube channel right after this.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Gian McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
T-County Boxing Academy professional boxer Andre Sugar Dre Donovan is back in action Saturday, April 19th, fighting for the ABO Bantamweight Championship at the Meadows Casino in Washington, Pennsylvania. Tickets are available at Day One Cuts on Monroe Avenue in New Philadelphia or on Sugar Dre's Facebook and Instagram pages. Plus, the T-County Boxing Academy is offering their youth classes starting in April and are open to boys and girls ages 8 to 15. Classes are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, $10 each or $65 for the whole month.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit keimhome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
It is the Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show as we'll be wrapping things up quickly here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio as the JV going to get underway here shortly for the Garaway Pirates or freshmen. I don't know.
Somebody's playing, and we need to get out of their way.
Regardless, the Garaway Pirates pick up the 11-5 victory to start off their season. Good things out of Garaway. Plenty of stuff that you're going to want to improve upon if you are the coaching staff for the Pirates. But overall, I'd say a very solid victory at home.
Yeah, solid victory. Obviously, being able to overcome that deficit early on, I would say that they'll be happy. But obviously, enough things to work on to get better as the season progresses. And look, nobody's going to be playing their best baseball in day one, week one of the season.
Well, and not only that, when you look back at the end of the year, and especially when you get to like the state tournaments and stuff, how many teams end up undefeated?
None.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As for the Strasburg Tigers, similar situation for them. They got started off on the right foot. They had that 4-0 lead. It really looked like it was going to be all Tigers from there, but then the bats woke up for Garaway. So in terms of pitching, defense, and batting, and hitting and stuff for Strasburg, bright spots for sure. A few things to work on, and I'm sure that's what Coach Mike Becker and company will be doing.
Absolutely, and obviously, like you had just touched on, it's nobody goes the entire season without a loss, and we know what these Tigers did last year with the success they had in the tournament, and they're going to be looking to do the same thing again this year. So you actually need to see where your weak points are to start the season, so you can correct those and be at your best, for the majority of the season.
Well, thank you to everybody who tuned in for today's presentation, and a thank you to the Garaway Athletic Department for their hospitality as well, and both head coaches for catching up with us. We do have to name our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game before we wrap things up. We went back and forth. There was a lot of good performances out there, but at the end of the day, we decided probably the guy who started on the mound, got the win, got 5 strikeouts, and ended the day 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. It is A.J. Miller, who's our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game. Good, solid outing to start the year for A.J.
Yeah, the sophomore did a great job overcoming, like you had said. He got into that 4-0 deficit. He was able to overcome that, and he was able to do what was needed when he got to his plate appearances as well, to go 2 for 2, drive in a couple runs. There's not much more you could ask for from your starting pitcher, so that's why he earned the nod of Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game.
Yeah, outside of the pitching at the plate, he had a single, a sacrifice, then walked, and eventually drove in 2 RBIs on a double as a part of that big 5th inning for Garaway that really put this one away. That does it for today's presentation here from Garaway. A huge thank you to the Claxon Communications crew and both Logan and Jacob for keeping us on the air, despite some technical issues that were here and there. Be sure to check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page because we have so much more good stuff on the way. Baseball, softball, track and field. It's all coming up in the spring season with Big Z Sports. Final time, 11-5, Pirates top the Tigers. Don't go anywhere, Big Z Sport. Don't go anywhere, Z Country. Big Z Sports will be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.